TV up just for the game. Excellent.
Welcome to Crestwood Cadet Stadium here, live from Cresco, Iowa. Fieldside, Ryan McCarville along with Ethan Kraft here, and the biggest matchup this far, this 2022 season, comes on the 2022 homecoming game. Crestwood Cadet football against New Hampton Chickasaws, our friends of the South. Ethan, it's going to be a great night of football.
Hey, beautiful night out here, Rhino. Number 6 New Hampton Chickasaws in town to play your number 9 Crestwood Cadets. Beautiful night for football. Field looks good. You didn't come early. You had to park quite a ways away, so good crowd rolling in here.
New Hampton comes in, like Kraft said, number 6 in Class 2A. 4-0 on the season. Crestwood ranked number 9, 3-1 overall record. Crestwood came off a big win last week over the Forest City Indians down at Forest City, winning 36-21. In their previous games of that, Crestwood beat Waukon 44-20, and they lost to Waverly Shell Rock 35-0 here at home. And but then they got the first win of the season against the Decorah Vikings down in Decorah, 26-14. New Hampton, once again, 4-0 on the season. Last week they won 20-0 over Garner Hayfield, and they previously won 47-0 over the Owine Huskies, 36-7 over the Charles City Comets. In the first game of the season against MFL Monona, they were victorious 22-19. So as the numbers lie, Kraft, it looks to be a pretty good even matchup here this Friday night.
Good matchup. New Hampton's coming in hot. Obviously, haven't necessarily maybe played, some people say, the talent that Crestwood's went up to so far, but every game going out there and showing they're not just winning these games, but they're dominating them pretty well. So, good teams play with teams. Great teams, beat them good, and that's what New Hampton seems to be doing so far this year.
New Hampton always has a great tradition down there with Scott Frericks at the helm, the head coach there. He's the offensive coordinator. Defense coordinator is a Cresco native, Chad Pemble, Paul Pemble's boy here from Cresco. But and also Tyler Bowes rounds out that coaching staff on the New Hampton sideline, coaching the D-line and the offensive line. But, hey, we have one of the best staffs in the country as well, with Justin Denner as the head coach here for the Cadets, Chris Sullivan as the offensive coordinator. Defense coordinator will be called by Justin Denner. But offensive line coach Brett Meemert, along with Ryan Harrod and Brandon Kieran and Adam Skota, to round off the coaching staff for the Crestwood Cadets. So the starting lineups here, first off for the Cadets, at quarterback starting will be number 8, Cole Butekoffer. At 4-back will be number 9, Maurice Powell. At number 6, at 6-back, number 10, Robbie Allendike. At the wide receiver slot position, number 18, Dylan Shelton. The other wide receiver position, number 7, Topher Biak. Tight end for the Cadets, number 42, Zach Meemert. At center, number 54, Caleb Current. At guard, number 72, Grady Julesgard. At strong side tackle, number 66, Will Ludwig. At guard, number 56, Alex Remfer. And round out the starting 11 for the offensive line for the Cadets will be number 74, Mason Verba. On the defensive side of the ball, at nose guard, we have number 58, Landenbergen. Defensive tackle, number 72, Grady Julesgard. At defensive tackle, number 50, Caden Simeon. At outside linebacker for the Cadets, number 42, Zach Meemert. At the other outside linebacker position, number 44, Tristan Simeon. At middle linebacker, number 33, Drew Jackson. At the other middle linebacker, number 34, Brock Voina. At corner, number 3, Ryan Wilson. At the other corner position, number 18, Dylan Shelton. At safety for the Cadets, number 14, Aiden Skota. And at the other safety position for the Cadets, number 13, Cade Korsmo. I'll tell you what, Kraft, it's 54 degrees here on this September night, but it's a balmy 78 in the booth, and we're ready for football.
That's right. We got some keys to the game here for the Cadets. Right away, like Ryan, you're just going through the offensive lineup there, but it starts and ends with Cole Butekoffer here for the Cadets. Right now, he's in 2A. He's 4th in 2A with 86 rushing attempts. That means the Cadets are going to try and get him the ball here. He's going to have to slow down a little bit from last week. He had a couple bobbles on the center quarterback exchange. Watching that game, a few of them were maybe on the center, but looking back at him, he's kind of got to take that extra half second, get himself under control, and get himself ready to go with every play, not get too ahead of himself.
Cole Butekoffer last week, just to add a little here, Kraft, he was 4 for 12, 46 yards, 2 touchdowns throwing the football. Rushing-wise, 28 carries, 164 yards, one touchdown on the ground.
Yeah, he looked good, made some big plays when the Cadets needed him. Obviously got the ball on those, quarterback powers or whatever you want to call them when they run that heavy set. They really like to get Cole the ball there. Teams pick up on it, but if you can't stop it, Sully isn't afraid to just keep running it at him. So he's doing well. Obviously New Hampton is going to be keyed out for him, so Crestwood's going to need some other kids to step up. Look for guys like Maurice Powell, Topher Biak to play a big role in tonight's game and try and get things moving so Cole doesn't have to shoulder everything.
You know, we also got that big teamer with Zach, or big target, I should say, with Zach Meemert there at the tight end position, and it doesn't hurt to take a couple, risky chances. Or I shouldn't say risky chance, but take some shots downfield. Try to put him in a good situation. 6'4" frame. He has outnumbered a lot of matches there on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, you saw last time we were on here when the Cadets were playing Waverly, you saw them try and take some shots there. Now, Waverly was able to match up with them a little more. There's not many teams when you get to district play here that's going to be able to trot out a 6'1" or 6 foot corner when they split Meemert out wide. So really look for him to also get the ball to Zach Meemert out there a little bit.
Defensively, too, I mean, we got guys that can flow to the football. We got Drew Jackson up front along with the Simeo boys and the rest of the gang up there. But last week defensively, I mean, we had 3 sacks for a loss of 27 yards on the play, and the defense has really risen and came to the occasion the last 3 weeks here of the season.
Yeah, it was impressive. The offense really put it together, 7-7 at halftime last week against Waukon, and then final score of 40. They put up a lot, but the defense really stiffened up. They continued to play well while the offense made the adjustments at halftime to get some things moving. Defense continued to play well. Gave up a long pass in the second half, but that'll happen a little bit. But the defense really locked it in the second half to make sure that offense kept things moving.
So, hey, as the numbers lie, Crestwood and New Hampton, I mean, the numbers are pretty much equal across the board. And, like we said, it's a good tradition. The New Hampton Chickasaws always have a good squad, like we mentioned before. And it's going to be a great night of football, folks. And we're glad to have you along on Cadet Zone here. Once again, Ethan Kraft and Ryan McCarville will have the call here shortly. Tell you what, folks, we're going to take about a 3-minute break here, and we'll come back and have a little more Cadet Zone action right before kickoff. You're listening to you're watching Cadet Zone.
Want to see what it's like being a student at Crestwood High School? Come with me. Crestwood is a great community of students and teachers with a wide variety of classes and state-of-the-art tools. The opportunities at Crestwood are endless. Let's come check it out. Students are exposed to the most up-to-date technology and equipment in the field of industrial technology. We offer computer-aided drafting, state-of-the-art woodworking equipment, laser engraving, a CNC router, plastic injection molding, and hydro dipping. There are many exciting things happening in the Crestwood Ag Department. Students are involved in many different projects. Right now, we are checking out the flowers and vegetables that the plant science class are growing in the greenhouse. In the shop, students are welding, working on engines, and building wood projects. In the classroom, students gain a variety of ag business experiences. These are just a few of the exciting things going on in the Ag Department. Here at Crestwood, our art department exposes kids to a wide variety of art classes. Our students have the opportunity to learn traditional art as well as cutting-edge contemporary art. Our award-winning student photographers use the most up-to-date technology available. Our art classes are second to none. Students are exposed to Adobe Suite, which can be integrated with our new laser cutter engraver. We also offer one of the only AP classes in Northeast Iowa, which allows students to get a college credit. Our English department isn't just reading the classics and writing term papers. The publication staff at CHS creates the high school yearbook, the junior high yearbook, and monthly issues of the school magazine, The Salute. Under strict deadlines, these ladies work with students, staff, and community members to write, design, and market these publications. Science is explosive here at Crestwood High School. Today, we're making hydrogen gas through a single replacement reaction between aluminum and aqueous hydrochloric acid. We'll mix the ingredients in a flask, send the hydrogen gas through a tube to the basin of soapy water. The hydrogen gas will fill the soap bubbles, and if we touch the flame, kaboom! It results in a synthesis reaction. I have no idea what any of that means, but it's still pretty cool. Our math department offers classes from basic algebra to AP calculus. Today, we have the integral from 0 to 6 of 3t squared minus 2t plus 4 minus the integral of 0 to 6 of 6t minus 2. Answer to that is 204 minus 96, which equals 108. At Crestwood, you're not just a student, you're a part of the cadet family.
Welcome back, Cadet fans, here to Crestwood Stadium, where we're just minutes away from the national anthem. And Ethan, we just want to say congratulations to the homecoming king and queen for 2022 here. Goes out to senior Topher Biak and senior Grace Prohaska. So congratulations to Mr. Biak and Miss Prohaska there on the homecoming king and queen. And congratulations to everybody else that was nominated for the homecoming court this season. Also, a quick score to pass along the JV game here prior to the varsity game. Crestwood 48, New Hampton 6. And we're going to pause here for the national anthem.
Welcome on the field, our Crestwood Cadets. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's 2A District 3 matchup between the New Hampton Chickasaws and your Crestwood Cadets. The Chickasaws are coached by Scott Ferentz, assisted by Tyler Bowles and Chad Pimble. Your cadets are coached by Justin Denner, Ryan Harrod, Brandon Kirian, Colby Lefevre, Brent Meaver, Adam Skoda, and Chris Sullivan. Your officials for tonight's game are Bob Jacobson, Rick Slivko, Ray Armel, Mike Jacobson, and Lane Johansson. The administration, staff, and students of the Howard Winnebago Community School District supports the Iowa High School Athletic Association in making good sportsmanship a priority. Negative acts and comments directed toward the players, coaches, fans, or officials does nothing positive in the development of our young people as future citizens. So in other words, let the officials officiate, the coaches coach, and the players play. At this time, I'd like you to please rise, remove your hats in respect to our country, as our colors are presented by American Legion Post 135 and VFW Post 4561, and our national anthem being played by the Crestwood Marching Cadets, directed by Miss Tia Hine.
Great job, as usual, by the Crestwood Cadet Marching Band. And a huge thank you out to the Cresco Legion and VFW Club here from Cresco. Thank you for everybody that is currently serving and has actively served in the past. We can't thank you enough for your service, for everything you do for this great country, the United States of America. Kraft, it's Friday night. It's homecoming 2022. Friday night football just doesn't get any better than tonight here in Cadet Country.
Yeah, like we've talked about a few times here, it's a beautiful night for football. The crowd's in here. Homecoming here for the Cadets. Another reason all these Cadet fans are out here. Two good teams here about to take battle out here on this field.
Got a lot of talent here in Northeast Iowa, and it's going to be displayed here shortly as the captains walk out to midfield. Officiating crew will take into the middle of the field here to see who wins the toss. Kind of a cool September night here at Crestwood Stadium, but it's definitely football weather, Ethan.
Oh yeah, we still got the window open here. You know, getting a little breeze, getting a little warm in here. But captains out there, captains for the Cadets. I don't know if we've covered that yet, but you can see out there Zach Meemert, 42, Cole Butekoffer, number 8, Alex Remfer, 56, and Topher Biak, number 7.
So once again, New Hampton Chickasaws coming into tonight's contest 4-0. Overall record, the Crestwood Cadets are currently 3-1. Got a number 9 versus number 6 matchup here in Class 2A football, and looks to be a good one.
Yeah, New Hampton really, they revolve around Braden McShane, a junior, number 30 for New Hampton. You know, he's kind of like our Cole Butekoffer, but he's a running back. He's not the quarterback, but he's going to get the ball. You know he's going to get the ball. You know, he's got 12 touchdowns on the year, which is second in 2A. He got 76 carries for 653 yards, which is third in 3A, averaging third in 2A, and then averaging 8.6 yards per carry. So when he gets the ball, he's taking it for a long ways there generally.
Well, once again, the Cadets came off from a hot start last week over the Forest City Indians. You know, offensively, Ethan, the Cadets were offensive yards 410 to 116, so we definitely put some yards up against the Indians last week.
Yeah, we'll have to have another output like that today, you know, to compete with these Chickasaws here tonight. They're coming over with bad intentions as well. They're wanting to get some things, get some points moving. Their defense causes a lot of turnovers here. Both McShane and Isaac Howe both have a lot of fumble recoveries. I think 5 and 2 each. So you know, that means they're turning the ball over. The Cadets got to do a good job of hanging onto that ball here tonight.
We got to run offensively rushing yards last week, 51 attempts for 364 yards rushing, and you know, that linebacker core for the New Hampton Chickasaws, talking to Coach Sullivan and Coach Denner, they're pretty solid. So I think the key tonight is just trying to make them run silent. Let's try to wear them out. Yeah,
you like I said, Isaac Howe, he's a senior. He's number 26, and Brendan McShane. That's their two big guys, both offensively and defensively. Those are guys that you're going to hear their name called a lot tonight. The Cadets know it. Talking to, like we said, the coaches, they know who their big guys are. The offensive line for the Cadets know they got to get hats on hats, move people out of the way, and make sure they have some lanes here for Cole, Maurice, and the rest of the crew.
All right, it's time for kickoff here in New Hampton Crestwood 2022 homecoming. And we're going to get set here. Bob Jacobson in the white hat here from West Union is officiating the crew tonight. And it looks like the Crestwood Cadets will receive the opening kickoff, Mr. Kraft.
Yeah, New Hampton deferred there on the toss, so Crestwood will start with the ball. Got to get points early. Cole Butekoffer, like we said, get him going, get the line moving, make sure everything starts flowing early for the Cadets. Starts right here with a good return. Maurice and Topher back deep. Hopefully we can get some action here, get things moving right away.
So here comes New Hampton. Once again, 54 degrees on this beautiful September night. And we're getting ready for the opening kickoff here.
Yeah, we got a lot of Cadet fans out there listening to us, Ryan. I also got a few Chickasaw fans I've already heard from here too. So a lot of people interested in this matchup tonight. Good football being played up here in Northeast Iowa.
I want to give a huge shout out to Scott Voyne and the crew. They're up at Leech Lake. They're fishing, and they said they got us on the Cadet Zone tonight. So glad you guys are glad to have you aboard here for Crestwood Cadet football, and 2022 homecoming game here between the Chickasaws and Cadets is almost underway. Lining up is Ty Shackleton for the Chickasaws. And here's the kick, and boom! It's back, and it's going to be back to Topher Biak. Biak at the 10, 15, 20. Cuts to the outside 30. He has room to run. He cuts back to the 40, down to 45. Dragged out of bounds about midfield. Good return for the Cadets, Mr. Kraft.
Hey, that's how you start a homecoming game there. Big return by Topher. Great job by them front couple rows, giving him a lane there. Topher saw it and got up there just over the 50. Great starting field position for the Cadets.
That's the start the Cadets needed. They're going to start right at the 50-yard line here. Crestwood Cadets Going west-east on the football field, and 11:52 in counting here in the first. Play comes in from Coach Sullivan, the offensive coordinator for the Cadets. Looks like we're going to have Mr. Biak in the inside slot. Shelton's going to be at the far left wide receiver. Tight end right, wing right. Maurice Powell in the backfield with Butikoffer in the gun. Shotgun snap. Now they're going to throw a little quick bubble screen over to Topher. Biak's going to lower shoulders. Nice pickup with 6 yards on the play, Ethan.
Yeah, look at the homecoming king there getting involved early with the kick return and then getting it out here too, and the ball in space. One of those things we talked about when playing Waverly. We got to use our speed here. You never want to go really sideways on the football field, but once in a while we got to use our speed here.
Second down and manageable for the Cadets. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the New Hampton 43-yard line. Cadets come out in that Twins look again. Now they're going to go wing left. Butikoffer in the gun. New Hampton that forefront defense. Handoff up to Powell. Up the gut, off the left tackle. Pick up about 4 on the play. Enough for a first down to move the chains for the Cadets.
Yeah, good run there by Maurice, putting his head down, finishing. You saw Alex Remfer out there finishing a block. He took what looks like the D tackle, drove him about 12 yards down the field. So Cadets coming out here, not just in the running game, but the linemen look fired up as well.
Last week, Topher Biak had a big game down there at Forest City. Biak had 2 receptions, 32 yards, 1 touchdown. He's definitely the weapon we need for the Cadets.
Yeah, we got to get more people involved, like we said, so we'll see what the Cadets can do here.
Single receiver right, single receiver left. Powell in the backfield. Butikoffer in the gun. Shotgun, handoff to Powell. Powell's going to go right off the right side tackle. Pick up about 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd and about 7.
Yeah, good read there by Cole. You saw New Hampton crash that D-end hard. They're definitely keying on Butikoffer. You're going to want to make him hand the ball off, and that was the right read there. So Cole hands it off. Maurice falls forward, so keep things moving here on this drive.
Ball set at the New Hampton 37-yard line. 2nd and 7 for Crestwood. Twins left, wing right. Zach Muir at the right tight end position. Shotgun. Now they're going to throw a bubble pass over to Biak. Biak's going to hit the outside flat. Lower shoulders, pick up about another 3 or 4 on the play. Going to set up 3rd and short for the Crestwood Cadets.
Yeah, you can definitely see that's something they want to get involved in early. Austin Hoppy out there for the Cadets, lined up in front of Toph there. Getting a good block. Got to get that hat on hat, and Toph's got to make a guy miss there, but puts his head down, brings up a 3rd and short here.
So the ball set at about the 32-yard line of the Chickasaws. New Hampton stays in that 4-3 look. Now they're going to go direct snap to Butikoffer. Butikoffer goes quarterback power off the left side tackle. A lot of surge on that play, Kraft. Enough for the first down.
Hey, there's a guy that's fired up out here, Alex Remfer. I'm going to put 2 pancake blocks down for him already on this drive. He's fired up. He's driving that guy backwards. You can follow that guy all night by the looks of it.
Hey, senior homecoming. The boys are ready to play.
That's right. Butikoffer makes I don't know if that was maybe a read there, if that was just design. Cole, get that ball, and let's get this first down and keep the drive moving.
So 1st and 10 for the Cadets. Biak's going to come out in the inside slot to the Cadet sideline. Hoppy, far flanker to the Cadet sideline. Wing right. Now we're going to send Biak in motion. Jet sweep right. Goes right off the right side tackle. Nice little gain again. What surge off that offensive line.
Hey, you send things straight up the middle at them. They think they got to go there. Now we're working the ball to the outside, using the speed. You can see New Hampton's already subbing because they're noticing the same thing we are, where this Cadet offensive line is pushing New Hampton backwards. They're not getting touched till they're 3-4 yards down the field.
So nice little pickup there of roughly of about 5 yards by the Cadets. Sets up 2nd and 5. Topher Biak going to be the single receiver to the right. Hoppy, flanker on the left. Now they're going to go jet fake screen. Hand off to Powell. Powell's going to go off the right side tackle. Looks like he's going to be close to a first down, but just short. And somehow number 10 came out of it, but the whistle was blown dead prior to that.
Yeah, Maurice has got to do a good job holding on to that ball. Like we said earlier, that's Brady Speltz coming out of there with the ball. New Hampton wants to create turnovers. They got at least 7 fumble recoveries on the year already, so you know they're going to be coming after that ball. So when you get wrapped up, make sure we're holding on to it tight and not getting a needless turnover.
Cadets trying to utilize Powell here early in the contest. Last week, Powell had 15 carries, 124 yards, averaged 8 yards per carry and 1 touchdown. Direct snap to Butikoffer. Butikoffer lowers his shoulders. Enough for a first down. We're going to get down there closer in Chickasaw territory. Now they're in the red zone.
Yeah, great job there by Cole again. Just going and getting those short yardage. Move the drive. Keep it going. It's not necessarily about hitting a home run every time you're up there, but keep the drive moving. Keep getting the first downs. You can see McShane there made the tackle, but he's kind of dancing back there. He's not attacking, so we definitely got him guessing on which way he needs to go.
we're a senior-dominated team, Ethan, and, there's no better teacher than that experience up front, along with the main man at the quarterback position with Butekoff. Now they're going to hand it off to Powell. Powell's going to sneak through there for a couple. Actually, pick up about 5 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and short.
Hey, Maurice running hard here to start. Like we said, the Cadets are keeping this going. The line's doing a good job putting hats on hats, getting to the second level in New Hampton. And, and when we're throwing those bubble screens or we're hitting that jet sweep, it's not allowing kids to just play downhill. They know that they're going to have to run maybe a little side to side, so definitely got them guessing.
7:18 and counting here in the first quarter. Cadets, 2nd and 4. Direct snap to Butekoff. Butekoff goes left side. Little quarterback power. Has he got enough for a touchdown? Yes, and he does. Touchdown! Touchdown, Cadets!
Yeah, great first drive there for Cole and the boys here. Just moving the ball. The offensive line's doing great, getting hats on hats, moving people. Cole made a great read there, put in the end zone there for the Cadets. We had to reach out there at the end, but another big run. First touchdown, got the nerves out of the way, gets New Hampton guessing. We'll see a Cadet extra point here.
So 6-yard scamper by Cole Butekoff puts the Cadets up 6-0. And now Biak's going to come out to attempt the extra point. Little swing gate action there by the Crestwood Cadets. Ball set. Kick is up and good. Counted for Topher Biak. Homecoming King puts it through for 1. Crestwood Cadets 7. New Hampton 0. 7:08 and counting in the first. We're going to take a 1-minute break, folks. You're watching Cadet Zone. Crestwood football on Cadet Zone.
USB Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. This live stream is brought to you by CUSB Bank, with locations in Cresco, Ridgeway, Lime Springs, Osage, Charles City, Waverly, and Shell Rock. We are proud to support Crestwood High School activities, sports, and academics. Go Cadets! Open a CUSB account in person or online at CUSB.com. CUSB Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back, Cadet fans, here to Crestwood Stadium. The Cadets are currently on top 7-0 over the Chickasaws. Looking to kick off for the Cadets will be number 7, Topher Biak. And who do we got back deep for the Chickasaws? I didn't get numbers there, Kraft.
Looks like we got number 4, maybe Ben Gilbert. And I can't catch the number for the kid on the far side.
So Biak lines up for the kickoff, and boom, it's good. And it's a deep kick down to about the 10-yard line. Gets at the 10, cuts out to the 20, 25, 30. Now they're going to get knocked out of bounds by a host of Cadets at about the 31-yard line. 1st and 10, Chickasaws.
Yeah, the little bit longer kick return than you'd like to see. The end man that's kind of got that end contained dove inside there for the Cadets, but host of Cadets there with the tackle, so we got them started here, and we'll get the defense out here and see if they can continue what the offense started with the momentum.
Good offense is showing there by the Cadets. Fans, keep in mind here tonight, we're going to have the fan photo of the night, so if you're here at the game or anywhere for that matter, take a picture, text it or Snapchat it to Ethan or I, and we'll share it on the broadcast here tonight for the 2022 homecoming game. Handoff up the middle, off the left side tackle. Not much going, brought down by a host of Cadets. Going to bring up 2nd and about 8.
Yeah, Aiden Skoda coming up from the secondary there to make the tackle. McShane got on what looked like a little counter action. A few Cadets got their hands on him, but they're going to have to get more than that on him if they want to bring him down. He's a stout little runner.
McShane, he's going to be a junior running back, obviously. 6'2", 204 pounds. Good frame on him. 2nd down and 8, 6:34 and counting here in the first quarter. Crestwood 7, New Hampton nothing. Little motion across from number 26 for New Hampton. Now they're going to fake the power eye. Now he's going to go backside drag to number 81, the tight end, coming from the backside. He cuts to the 50, to the 40, and he's going to be brought down about the 44-yard line. Nice little pickup there.
Yeah, Carter Steinlage there with the big play there. I don't like to criticize here, but the left tackle there got away with quite a little toss there. So Cadets kind of got beat there deep, but Carter Steinlage there, he's their big play guy for New Hampton. Had 3 catches on the year, coming in 82 yards, averaging 27 yards a catch. So something continued there. He's going to look to go deep.
So nice throw from Speltz to Steinlage. Picks up enough for a first down. Power eye. Hand off up the middle, off the left side tackle. lowers his shoulder. That 204-pound frame just rumbles for about 10. It's going to be close to a first down. I believe it's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Yeah, the left side of the New Hampton offensive line there really crashed that side of the Cadets and opened up a nice hole there for McShane.
So it is 2nd and short for the Chickasaws. 5:48 and counting in the first. Crestwood 7, New Hampton nothing. Once again, the Crestwood JV team was victorious tonight, winning over New Hampton 48-6, and that was in the contest prior to the varsity matchup. Power I for the Chickasaws. Now they're going to motion them across. They're going to go handoff up the middle to McShane. It's going to be enough for a first down. Not much of a game, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Chickasaws.
Yeah, the Cadets did a good job there getting McShane stopped. But, 2nd and short, easy. Got the first down, kept the chains moving.
Ball's going to be placed at the Crestwood Cadet 22-yard line. One thing with New Hampton, they're always steady. They got that great tradition of that running game. They're always pounding ground. And, Scott Frericks always likes to run that backside drag play. And obviously it showed second play of the game. Now it's going to be boot right. Spelt's going to take a shot to the end zone. Steinlage, just almost too hot to handle. Heck of a throw from Spelt.
Yeah, Spelt put that one on the money right where Steinlage could go and make a play. The Cadets were maybe a half step behind him there, so good job by getting the quarterback out and on the move. Now we got a 2nd and long here, so hopefully the Cadet defense can shore this up and get another stop here.
So the Cadets trying to throw, or not the Cadets, I'm sorry, the Chickasaws trying to throw the ball here early in the first quarter. Taking a deep shot attempt to Steinlage. Incomplete pass, sets up 2nd and 10. High formation, flanker left, flanker right. Spelt's under center. Drops back. Now it's going to be a little screen play off to the left-hand side. In and out of the hands. Cadets get a big break there, Kraft. They had some daylight.
Big drop there by McShane. I think it was Drew Jackson came running right up there, got the pressure on Speltz right away, but got off a pretty good pass, just couldn't quite bring it in. So another break here for the Cadets for a 3rd and long.
So brings up 3rd and 10 for Crestwood. Ball set at the 22-yard line of the Cadets. You got this beautiful pole right in my way there, Kraft.
Beautiful facilities, but a couple blind spots.
Thank goodness for the TV screen in front of us.
Yeah.
Twins formation left. Now they're going to do a little toss left. Now he's going to flags on the play. It looks like that one might be coming back with a hold on that possible left side tackle. Let's see what they call here.
Yeah, Zach Meemer did a good job there, kind of getting outside, and that I think it was the tight end maybe for New Hampton kind of wrapped him up and took him to the ground. Just a little too wide. So we'll move him back here. Cadets catch another break. Move them back. 3rd and 20. Country mile. So Cadets looking to get a stop here.
So it's going to be 3rd and 20 coming up here for the Chickasaws. Ball's going to be set at the 32-yard line. 4:43 and counting here in the first quarter.
Yeah, this is where the Cadets got to be on the lookout here. Obvious passing down. They got a couple guys here. Carter Steinlage, you've already seen him make a play, but they've also got Hunter Siri, number 6, another wide receiver who's got 10 grabs on the year. So they got some guys out here who can make some plays.
Let's see if Coach Denner dials up the pressure. Looks like he's going to bring it off the edge. Here he goes, shotgun. Now they're going to go middle screen, and he's going to be brought down now for a gain of much, maybe a pickup of maybe 2 or 3 on the play. Brings up 4th and long for the Cadets, Kraft.
Yep, obviously Speltz there looking for his main target there. Got it to McShane, hoping to make a play. Kind of 4-down territory, so just hoping to get back down into 4th and manageable, but still 4th and a long ways here for Drew Jackson and the Cadets.
With the stats you were kind of providing earlier in the broadcast here, Kraft, McShane, he's ranked fairly high in Class 2A, I think, in, rushing yards, is that correct?
All-purpose yards. He's 5th in 2A with 728 yards, so he's going to get the ball in a variety of ways.
So we know the kid's a machine, and we got to keep our eye on him the rest of the night. I formation for the Chickasaws. Now we're going to take a deep shot, try to pick on the left side corner. Nothing going. Turnover on downs. First down, Crestwood.
Yeah, I think that's Riley Wilson out there on the coverage. The senior does a good job. Ball like that, didn't really go make a play on it, but just made sure Steinlage couldn't go get it.
Well, the defense prevails, just like the offense was hot on the first series there. Crestwood 7, New Hampton nothing, 3:15 counting here in the first quarter. 1st and 10, Crestwood.
Yeah, Steinlage caught the big ball to keep him moving, but the Cadet defense shores it up there and gets the stop.
So let's see what bag of tricks here Coach Sullivan, the offense coordinator for the Cadets, has up his sleeve. We're going to elect to go twins right. Topher back in the inside slot. Looks like Hoppy's on the far right flanker. Wing right, Powell in the backfield. Direct snap to Biedekofer, hand off to Powell. Powell goes left side, cuts it back inside. Pick up of about 5 on the play. Good offensive surge there right from the get-go.
Yeah, another good run there by Maurice. Kind of danced right away, but found the hole and ran up in there, got second and medium here. The Cadets keep these drives moving, hopefully keep picking up yards on every play.
Last week, Maurice had that big, I think it was a 51 or 52-yard run. And I'll tell you what, when he gets out in the open, he can flat out fly.
Yeah, I think he made state in the 100, and yeah, he's quick.
Twins left for the Cadets, wing right. Now they're going to quarterback keep, little fake action over to Powell. He's going to go off the left side tackle. Might have been a loose ball in the play there, Kraft. Let's see here. Bottom of the scrum, New Hampton's point, it's their ball, but let's see what happens. I think they called them down, but I'm not 100% sure here.
No sign from the official yet. Looks like Cadet ball there.
So it looks like Crestwood gets a break there, and kind of some of our keys of the game. We got to secure the football here this evening.
Yep, this is what we've been talking about. This New Hampton team, they're big opportunists. They see that ball out there, they're going to go for it. You saw Will Ludwig there, number 66 for the Cadets, pull around. Biedekofer kind of had put a hand on him and get him going there. Will's got to lower the head and keep things moving. Looks like we might have a official's timeout.
The White Hat's going to call official's timeout. Let's see what they got to discuss. They're not going to go under the hood here, Kraft, are they?
I don't think we have those capabilities yet here, but I wouldn't think they'd flip it right now after they've already called it.
With all this technology we have up here in Cadet Zone in the booth, I wouldn't be surprised they go underneath the hood one day.
Yeah, we'll get them there.
We'll get them there. There we go. So while the officials talk, Kraft and I just talked, and we're going to resume play here, 1st and 10 for the Cadets.
Yep.
Want to give a huge shout out to the Cadet Nation here watching tonight on Cadet Zone. It's a pleasure to have everybody aboard. Direct snap to Biedekofer. Biedekofer, not much, gets tripped up at the ankles at about the 40-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 10. Good defensive surge there by the Chickasaws.
Yeah, now you see McShane shooting through the line there. Might have called a blitz there from New Hampton to kind of stop that quarterback run. But, you saw Crestwood bring in the heavy package. Drew Jackson went out there along with 34 for the Cadets. Is that Voina? I think.
I believe it is.
Yeah, so that's their heavy package. So teams are going to kind of key on that. So
Crestwood Cadet football, 2nd and 10. Twins left, wing left. Powell to the left of Biedekofer in the gun. Now they're going to hand it off to Maurice Powell. Powell's going to lower his shoulder. Maybe a possible gain of 1. Setting up 3rd and long for the Cadets.
Yeah, you can see New Hampton's kind of getting a little feisty out here. This will be a big game here. Zach Meemert with the big block. The guys kind of get into it, got on each other. We'll hopefully keep things clean out there. But the first real 3rd and long here for the Cadets and Chris Sullivan. We'll see how they handle it.
So 3rd and long for the Cadets, 3rd and 8 to be exact. Looks like Meemer's going to go the high side on the flanker. Not the flanker, but the far wide side receiver. Inside flanker is going to be Topher Biak. And we're going to go by a 2-by-1 set. Cadets are going to take a shot over to Meemert. Meemert on the little bubble comes inside, burst, nothing going. They're going to drive him back, but he's going to pick up about 4 on the play. It's going to be 4th and about 4.
Yeah, I think that was McShane there with the tackle on Meemert. Caught him low. That's one thing with that big body. Kind of got stood up there. But 4th and medium. We'll see what Coach Denner decides to call here.
Mr. Kraft, do you boot it away here or do you roll the dice?
Early in this game here, I think you probably punt it away and take your chances with your defense again.
So Crestwood football, 4th down and 4. Clock down to 52 seconds here in the first quarter. Bergen is back to punt it for the Cadets. Nice little punt. Kicks it over to the left side. Numbers rolls to the 10, the 5. He's going to receive it at about the 10. Now he's going to cut back to the 15, 20. There's going to be Laundry on the play. And I think there's probably going to be a block in the back, I believe, from number 79 here on the far side.
Yeah, great job there by Aiden Easley getting that kid back on the field, too. He missed the first couple weeks, but Aiden Easley out here making a nice tackle out there. I think it was Brett Ponish down there as the gunner. Yeah, definitely got shoved right in the back. So Cadets with a great stop, great punt by Landon Bergen here. Kind of angled it to the corner, ran all the way down to the 5, and the Cadets do a great job of covering that punt.
So let's see here. They're discussing right now what the penalty is. More than likely, it's probably a hold or a block in the back would be my guess.
Yeah, I think we're going to get them moved back here. So the Cadet defense with a big opportunity here. Get them moved back and hopefully get a stop here quick and get the, play the field position battle.
So block in the back by New Hampton's going to march it back to the Chickasaw 8-yard line. Big break for Crestwood. Pinning them deep in their own territory. And it comes out 1st and 10 for the Chickasaws. I formation. 2 tight ends set, flanker left. Now they're going to go with a little toss left to McShane. McShane tucks his shoulders and heads up for about a gain of 2 or 3 on the play.
Yeah, McShane does a nice job there making kind of something out of nothing. The cadet tacklers do a great job getting lots of guys to him. McShane's a guy. He's playing offense, playing defense. You can see he's kind of taking his time there getting back to the huddle. Definitely a guy the cadets got to hit every time he gets the ball. Don't let him break a big one and get this momentum turned.
I guess let's see if they get one off here. Clock's down to 6 seconds. New Hampton's just going to take their time, and Frericks going to say, let's hold the horses here and let's take it to the second quarter. And, folks, that's the end of the first quarter. Crestwood 7, New Hampton nothing. Let's take a 1-minute break. You're watching Crestwood Cadet Football in Cadet Zone. Welcome back, Cadet fans, here to Crestwood Stadium. New Hampton Chickasaw football, 2nd and 7, ball on the 11-yard line of the Chickasaws. Cadets on top, 7-0. We dominated that first quarter, Ethan.
Good first drive there for the cadets. Got things started early for them here. Defense out here. See if we can get the stop in New Hampton territory.
Now it's going to be a little cross-buck action over to McShane. McShane's going to go right side tackle, lower his shoulders. Big game for a first down. Nice run by McShane. Moves the change for the Chickasaws.
Yeah, you can see him come out there. He got that breather, came out running hard there, ran that cross-buck action, really opened it up there for the for the Chickasaws.
Just want to give a huge shout-out to Jeff and Katie Marachik watching on Cadet Zone tonight from Cedar Falls, Iowa. Jeff and Katie are alumni from Crestwood. So thanks for tuning in tonight, ladies and gentlemen. New Hampton football. Ball set at the 27-yard line. Now they're going to hand it off to McShane. McShane's going to go up the pipe. Not much going. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2 on the play.
Yeah, there's a good pop out there. I think maybe Drew Jackson got a good shoulder into him there. Maybe Zane Wemark. Zane's a guy that missed a couple weeks here too. That's really helped that cadet defense. A senior, got the experience. Played last year. Zane had an unfortunate injury to his finger, but he's back out there now and making plays for the cadets.
So nice little tackle, or nice little surge there by the Crestwood Cadet defensive line. Let's hope they keep that intact for the rest of the night. Now it's going to come out 2nd and 7 here for the Chickasaws. I formation. Now they're going to boot left. Spelt's looking for somebody. Lost it over the top, just too hot to handle. Nobody home. Brings up 3rd and long, Mr. Kraft.
Yeah, Julesgaard got in there for the cadets, put pressure on Speltz, and then you saw Simiel out there. I think that's Tristan out there. Normally a guy that's going to rush the passer, but kind of in that 3-4, maybe-ish kind of scheme. If you're familiar with the NFL, drop back into coverage on that one just to give New Hampton something else to look at.
So New Hampton football, 3rd and 7 coming up. 10:51 and counting here in the second quarter. So far, the keys of the game are working, Kraft.
Yeah, you can stop McShane and get Budekoffer going. Pretty easy so far.
Now they're going to send one in motion. Actually, they're going to send the receiver in illegal motion, and it's going to back him up 5. So let's bring up 3rd and 12 for the Chickasaws.
Yeah, you saw the Chickasaws trying to go on 2 or on a multiple cadence there in the left tackle, 71. Marshall Zion kind of got a little false start there. So the cadets do a nice job sitting in there and letting New Hampton make the mistakes.
So 3rd down and 12 for New Hampton. Ball set at the 25-yard line. What do you dial up defensively here, Mr. Kraft?
3rd and long. I'd like to see, I don't know what we dial up, but I think a guy here, you got to get Drew Jackson involved here, get pressure right up the middle and Speltz's face.
I formation. Now they send him across on the motion. Twins right. Speltz drops back out of the under center. Pressure brought up the middle. Is brought down and sacked by the Cadets. Was that Drew Jackson?
Yeah, Drew Jackson right up the middle coming off the double team, and possibly Zach Meemer coming off the edge here. It's kind of hard to see those blue and black numbers over there, but great job there by the Cadets. You know, Drew Jackson, I watched him right away after calling him out. He was double teamed and stopped, but he's got a high motor and really made things work there. Got the pressure right up the middle in the quarterback's face.
Drewby Jackson with the big sack, and the crowd goes crazy chanting Drewby.
Yeah, Drew's a guy, you know, he was playing out of position a little bit earlier in the year, playing that middle backer, really excelling at that nose guard position.
4th and 20, punt comes away. Topher Biak back deep for the Cadets. Nobody home. Cut to the 45, the 50, down to the 45, back to the 40. Cuts out of bounds in New Hampton territory, about the 35-yard line. Hey, we're sitting good, Ethan.
Yeah, good job there by the Cadets. You know, New Hampton, that was a real high punt, real good punt. New Hampton didn't do a great job of covering it. I think it's because that Cadet team really blocked and set up things for Toph there. Nice little return, and once again, Cadets get set up in positive field position.
So far, the field position for the Cadets, I mean, offensively, has just been phenomenal.
Yeah, playing that Kirk Ferentz brand of football here. You know, punting is winning. You know, hold them deep and then see if the offense can get her moving here. I like our offense a little bit more, actually, right now.
At halftime, we'll bring our Hawk Talk up, and we'll break down the Hawkeye-Nevada game in a little more in detail.
Yeah.
All right, so Crestwood football, Twins left, Butekoffer in the gun, Powell right side in, or a halfback. Now they're going to hand off to Powell. Powell gets a little shaky up there, a little shifty, and he's going to foul his blocker as well and pick up about 6 or 7 on the play.
Yeah, you saw Will Ludwig and the boys there leading the hole for him. Maurice fouls right in behind him. Once again, second medium. Good first down. Keep the drives moving here. Keep them going. Hopefully the Cadets keep that offensive line moving. Don't stall out here.
You know, some of the keys of the game, we didn't really discuss it beforehand, but, you know, we can't get in those 3rd and long situations because it's always hard to, when you dig yourself in deep, you just can't get out sometimes.
Yeah, that's why we see, you know, really ran that power last time. We'll see if we get back out here to Topher on the outside.
Twins receivers right. Butekoffer in the gun. Now they're going to hand it off to Powell. Powell's going to cut up back to inside. And it could be. He's brought down to about the 5-yard line. Nice little scamper by Maurice Powell.
Yeah, you saw a nice spin move there by Maurice. The one thing there I'll point out, though, what we pointed out earlier, you saw McShane make that tackle, but you want to know what he tackled by? He went and grabbed the ball. So Maurice does a nice job there holding on to it. Nice little second down run there. 1st and goal, Cadets.
Now we're in the red zone. First and goal from the 7. 9:04 and counting here in the first quarter. Butekoffer in the gun, Twins right. Now they're going to hand it back off to Powell. Powell's going to scamper up the middle off the left side guard and maybe a pickup of about a yard or maybe a yard and a half. Let's see where they mark him.
Yeah, not a lot there. You know, they kind of keyed on that a little bit. Once you get down here close to the end zone, you can kind of condense things. So that's why it's a little tougher to score. But we'll see what Chris Sullivan calls here. Looks like we got the power package coming in.
Nice defensive surge there by New Hampton. Kudos to them for that stop. Powell picks up 2 on the play, brings up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, Maurice coming out here to get a little breather with this power package. See, you know, generally the ball will go to Butekoffer here. I don't think I'm letting any secret out here. When they bring this power package in, they like to run it with the quarterback.
So Drew Jackson comes in along with Voina, Butekoffer in the gun. Now they're going to direct snap, and now they're going to roll him to the right. He's looking for somebody. Nice little touchdown pass! Hits him in the back of the end zone. Who was that, Topher?
That was Topher there. Great job by Biak. I thought he had the guy in the flat here open right away, but he does a nice job, keep running. Topher settles there, and that guy kept running. That was guarding Topher, and Butekoffer was able to kind of throw it back across his body just a little bit, enough to find Topher there standing wide open in the end zone.
So touchdown catch there by the homecoming king, Topher Biak. 5-yard touchdown reception from Butekoffer to Biak. And the Cadets come out to attempt the extra point. And hey, what do you know? Biak does it all. He's going to kick the extra point as well. Ball's down, ball is up, and count it! Yep. Here we go. Cadets 14, New Hampton nothing. 8:07 and counting here in the second quarter. We're going to take a 1-minute break, folks. You're watching Crestwood Cadet Football on Cadet Zone.
This live stream is brought to you by CUSB Bank, with locations in Cresco, Ridgeway, Lime Springs, Osage, Charles City, Waverly, and Shell Rock. We are proud to support Crestwood High School activities, sports, and academics. Go Cadets! Open a CUSB account in person or online at CUSB.com. CUSB Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back, Crestwood Cadet fans here. Crestwood 14, New Hampton 0.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out here to a future Chickasaw born today, Camden Michael Smith, Logan Smith, 2008 graduate of Cresco, and Kayla Grove, now Smith in New Hampton. There, the birth of their son today. So congratulations, buddy. I know you're tuned in, and a shout out to all the guys that are watching there from the boys' Snapchat group.
Congratulations to the Smith family. Biak sets up for the kickoff. Crestwood 14, New Hampton 0, and boom! Ball's up, and it is down to the 5-yard line. Gets to the 10, 15, cuts back to about 20, kind of dance a little. Not much daylight, and brought down by a host of cadets at about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Ben Gilbert there with the return. Does a nice job fielding that ball. Toph had a nice kick there, like you say. Toph scoring the touchdowns, kicking them. You're going to see him on defense here probably a little bit, but really doing it all today. So the homecoming king making his presence known here.
Want to give a huge shout-out to one of my classmates, Ethan Kraft, Benji Tallman, listening here or watching on Cadet Zone, and Benji just sent us a text. So shout out to Benji Tallman, and hope all is well, my friend. New Hampton football, Speltz under center, Twins right. Now he's going to go toss right. Now he's going to cut back door, and he's going to get tackled down from behind. And who's that flexing the guns?
Somebody's got there, ran him down, gave him the old flex here. We'll catch a number. That's Brock Voina there with the big tackle. You know, these kids are fired up. New Hampton's bringing some fire. You know, the score might be 14-0, but New Hampton's definitely out here playing hard. So the cadets got to keep bringing this intensity. They can't let down here just because they're up early.
So big tackle from Brock Voina brings up 2nd and 10. 7:31 and counting here in the second quarter. Once again, Crestwood 14, New Hampton 0. Speltz elects to go under center for the Chickasaws. I formation, little cross buck. Now he's going to scamper off the right side tackle. Pickup of about probably 8 or 9 on the play there.
Going to get to 3rd and short here. Aiden Skoda coming up from the safety position, having to make the tackle there on McShane. Definitely got something going there when they're running that play kind of towards the far side of the field.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Nice little scamper there by McShane. Brings up, 3rd and short.
Yeah, big chance here for the cadets. Get a stop here, possibly force a New Hampton punt and get the ball back in good field position.
So New Hampton football. Now they're going to hand it off to McShane. McShane's going to go off right side tackle. Pickup is good enough for a first down. Gets it close to the New Hampton 40-yard line.
Yeah, nice, kind of similar to our power there. You knew what they're going to do, but it's all about having one guy getting advantage against his man. But New Hampton does a good job of getting hat on hat and moving the cadet defense out of the way there. So another opportunity here for the cadets to get a stop here around midfield.
Everybody stay aboard because we're going to have some cadet trivia here coming up in the broadcast. Mr. Kraft has 2 or 3 or 4 questions, whatever it is. Kraft, cadet trivia, it's always kind of fun, and we'll see what the fans can kind of respond with and see who our lucky winners will be tonight here on Cadet Zone.
Yeah, we'll see. There's a few hard ones out here. We kind of used the cupcakes and stuff last week, so kind of had to dig back deep, but your cadet knowledge will get tested when those come out.
Want to give a shout out to Charlie McIntyre here tonight from Cresco. Charlie's watching on Cadet Zone. I think Charlie's a huge Packer fan. We don't like to use that lingo up here in the box, do we, Kraft?
No, Aaron's our guy, but nobody really likes him.
Us Vikings fans went from being on a high last Sunday after beating the Pack to an extreme low last Monday night on Monday Night Football with the Eagles.
That was a rough one.
New Hampton football, Speltz under center. Nice little toss. Now they're going to go little halfback pass. They're going to try a shot downfield. He was wide open, had us beat by about 2 or 3 steps, but just over the hands of number 26, Isaac Howell. the football gods were with us there, Kraft.
Yeah, McShane did a good job there. You saw him really over-exaggerate on the toss, and then he put his head down early. You could see him kind of cock back to get that throw just out of the reach of Howe there. So Cadets catch a break. So 3rd and long for the Chickasaws.
Big break for the Cadets, 3rd and 13. Ball on the 36-yard line. 5:25 and counting here in the second quarter. So far, so good for the Crestwood Cadets. And is there a timeout on the field? There is. There's a 1-minute timeout on the field. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout as well. Crestwood 14, New Hampton 0. You're watching Crestwood Cadet football on Cadet Zone. Cadet fans here. We got our first photo in tonight for a fan photo of the night, and we're going to hold up the phone here. Can you get a picture of that there, Mr. Johnson?
Hold her back a little bit. There you go.
That's courtesy of Heather Johnson here. Actually, Keith, our cameraman's sister-in-law. So thanks to Heather Johnson for sending that in. We got several more for the night coming up here shortly. Back to the football game here. We're going to have a little quick curl pass, incomplete for the Cadets. Or not the Cadets, the Chickasaws, I'm sorry. Let's bring up 4th down and long for the Chickasaws, and I think they're going to have to boot it away.
Yeah, he had a nice little comeback route there right at the sticks. I think they might have been just a couple yards short even if that would have got completed, but the Cadets do a nice job of breaking it up. So forcing a punt here, see what Topher can do on this return. Hopefully get the ball back around midfield for the Cadets.
So back deep for the Chickasaws is Steinlage. Cadets look to bring heat. Now they're going to bring it and drop back. High, low, or a high, not very deep kick for the Chickasaws. It's going to take a Crestwood bounce. It's going to land at the Crestwood 39-yard line. 1st and 10, Crestwood.
Yeah, great job there by the Cadets staying away from that ball. Short little kick. Real high, but, those are somewhere the return team can get in trouble because you're just returning back trying to get in somebody's face and it runs into you. But Cadets do a good job of staying away from it, so we'll give another shout-out to the biggest Cadet fan around, Kyle Boschka, watching on the old iPad at the kitchen table. So thanks for tuning in, Kyle, and go Cadets.
We have a lot of fan photos coming in here, Kraft, and we'll share them here throughout the broadcast. Crestwood Cadet football. Biedekoff in the gun, wing right. Topher Biak on the far right flanker. Hand off to Powell. Powell's going to go sideline. Not much going, and now he's going to cut back. This could even get worse. And he's going to get sacked for a loss of I don't know what it is.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just take your loss of a couple there to get it going. But Maurice tries to make a play. Doesn't work out. It even looked at the end. He kind of got that ball out. I'm not sure if they tried to strip it and he had to go up and get it. But, oh, boy, they got in trouble there. So now the Cadets got 2nd and long here, and we'll see what we can do. In a situation like this, you just want to get back to maybe the first stick here. Work at it in little chunks. See what we can get here. Don't try and get it all back in one play. Just try and keep that ball moving here.
So the Cadets set up 2nd and 22, so we'll just call it 2nd and a mile for right now. Single receiver left, single receiver right. Halfback wing at the right side, and there's going to be a timeout on the field, I believe. And Coach Denner's going to take a timeout, folks. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout as well. You're watching Crestwood Cadet football on Cadet Zone.
This live stream is brought to you by CUSB Bank, with locations in Cresco, Ridgeway, Lime Springs, Osage, Charles City, Waverly, and Shell Rock. We are proud to support Crestwood High School activities, sports, and academics. Go Cadets!
Welcome back, Cadets fans, here to Crestwood Stadium. Crestwood Cadets sitting right now 2nd and 22 after that big loss there on that rushing attempt by Maurice Powell. So we're going to see if the Cadets can dig themselves out of a hole here, Mr. Kraft.
Yeah, like we said, 2nd and long here. Just look to get a chunk back. We don't need to necessarily get the whole first down.
Hoppy far left receiver. Biak down here. Now they're going to take a shot at him on the little pump and go, and just over the head of Topher, out of bounds. It's going to set up 3rd and long for Crestwood.
Yeah, like I said, me and Sully think alike there, so we both said let's not get this all back, but Sully went for the big shot, went for the first down there. So 3rd and long here. We'll see what the Cadets can do here to see if we can't keep this drive moving.
Hey, as an offensive coordinator, sometimes you just got to roll the dice.
Yeah, you got the 14-0 lead. It was worth a shot. Got the double move. Maybe had half a step, but Butekoffer puts it in a place where it's either Topher or nobody gets that ball.
Well, and throwing the ball this year, we've been pretty successful, really, on behalf of Butekoffer and connection with the wide receivers, obviously. But now we're twins left. Now we're going to hand it off to Powell. Powell's going to scamper to the 30. Gets brought down to about the 33-yard line. And it's going to bring up 4th down and quite a ways to go here.
Yeah, like I said here, punting is winning. So the Cadets bringing out the punt team. Gave it to Maurice there to pick up a chunk just to try and get a few yards back. So hopefully Landon Bergen can get into one and flip the field position here again.
So far, this contest has lived up to the hype. Mr. Kraft, Class 2A District 3 football so far. 4-0 New Hampton, 0. Number 9 ranked Cadets, 14. Bergen's back to punt for the Cadets. New Hampton brings pressure. Bergen's going to get it away. He's going to take a little Crestwood bounce down to about the 28-yard line. And he's going to receive it and maybe scamper for a 2 or 3. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Chickasaws.
Yeah, you see Bergen got that one off, which was good because, a guy that we've mentioned once or twice already, McShane, was coming for it, kind of laying out. He's a guy, he's max effort. He's not out there just on offense or just on defense. He's out there on punt return. I don't know if he's out there on kick return, but he's out there trying to make plays all the time. So he's a kid that gets a lot of work for the Chickasaws.
So New Hampton football. Let's see if that defensive squad for the Cadets can hold them out of the end zone here before half. 3:27 and counting here in the 2nd quarter. Speltz out of the shotgun. Handoff off the right side tackle. Little room to run there. Nice little scamper for about 12 or 13 yards. Right from McShane, right from the get-go. Enough to move the chains for the Chickasaws.
Yeah, New Hampton kind of dresses it up in a way that, Rhino, I know you and I kind of talk about a lot. You can run a lot of different formation, and it's the same basic plays, right? They put 3 wide receivers out there. They spread out the Cadets, and big run, but looks like it's going to get called back here for a holding on the Chickasaws.
So big break for the Cadets is going to back them up. And it's going to bring up 1st down and long.
Yeah, Cadets catch a big break there again. Like I said, they kind of dressed it up there, went 3 wide in the shotgun. We got a holding. We're really emphasizing that holding. That's a good call there.
So we're going to try to bring up some scores here and pass them along throughout everybody else in the district here. We're going to try to run those through at halftime, and we'll have that on behalf of the halftime show. New Hampton football, Speltz out of the gun. Now McShane handoff. And pressure up by the Cadets. Nothing going. Big sack there by the host of the Cadets. Too many numbers to name.
Yeah, a lot of good pressure there by your kids up front. I think Jules Guard was out here, and I think Drew Jackson's pushing the pressure there. Kind of forced him to cut it back into where Zach Meemer, maybe one of the Simiel boys, were hanging out there on the backside. Host of Cadets there with the tackle.
So far, so good for the Cadets. Coach Justin Denner has the Cadets up and rolling right now defensively. Statistic-wise, we don't have the stats in front of us, but defensively, they got to be pretty outstanding.
Yeah, they had that one big play, but other than that, the Cadet defense has held their part.
New Hampton in motion. Now they're going to hand off to McShane. McShane's going to go right side off the cross buck action. It's going to be brought down to about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, it'll be third and very long. Like we said, Zane Wemark out there making his presence known, just that solid linebacking play. Drew Jackson's making the play, and then Zane Wemark hanging around back there to finish things off.
That's where the Cadet fans come to their feet. It's going to be 3rd down and about 15. Ball placed at the 29-yard line. Momentum definitely in favor of the Cadets here as the Crestwood Cadet Marching Band gets set in the west end zone for the halftime show.
New Hampton taking their time here as they're possibly trying to eat a little clock here close to the end of the first half.
New Hampton football, Speltz out of the gun, McShane to his left. Now they're going to hand off. Now he's going to go right. Now he's going to cut back right over the center. Pick up a few, but not enough for a first down. He's going to bring up 4th and about 8. And is the Cadets going to try to burn a timeout here, Kraft?
Yep. Denner's going to try and get the ball back with as much time as possible. I think we got one timeout left here now, but great job by that Cadet defense getting that stop.
So big timeout, or a big stop there by the Cadets is going to bring up 4th down and 9 to go for the Chickasaws.
Yeah, we got a lot of people checking in out here, guys. We'll get to it when we can. Brian Herlichka's first time tuning in, as well as a few other guys have commented on this. Said this is a really nice production. So really happy, thankful to the Crestwood school system for allowing us to do this. Rhino's one of the best in the business, so just really, really good that we can run this all for you guys and get it set up out here.
Hey, we've got fan photo of the night. Little Becky Hodges, boy. Check this out. What a cutie. He's a Cadet Zone fan. And wish him the best of luck there. And thanks for sharing the picture, Becky. We greatly appreciate it. Go Cadets.
Easton checking in there. Everybody going here. You know what? It's really nice to see all the Cadets out here supporting everybody. And even whether you're watching it here, whether you're somewhere else sitting on a deck or sitting here at the football game, the Cadets got a good fan showing here.
New Hampton looks to punt. Ball's back. Nice little deep kick over to Biak. Biak's going to get in at about 25. 25, 26, up to the 30. Now he's going to cut to the backside. Now he's at the 35, close to the 40-yard line. Brought down about the 38-yard line of the Cadets. 1st and 10, Crestwood.
Yeah, good job there at Toph getting what he could. Now the Cadets taking the field here with 1:30 to go. See what Coach Sullivan and Coach Meemert and Kirian can get worked here. 1:30, one timeout. Of course, the clock will stop to move the chains here in high school football, so we got a little time. See what the Cole Butekoff and the boys can do.
One timeout left for the Cadets, as Mr. Kraft mentioned here. New Hampton has 2 timeouts left. 1:30 left in the second quarter. Crestwood 14, New Hampton 0. Ball set at the 38-yard line of Crestwood. Cadets come out in twins right, halfback, wing left. Butekoff from the gun, Powell's to the right of the quarterback. Now they're going to go shotgun snap. Powell's going to go right. We got Topher wide open. Oh, just overshot him. Cadets took a chance here on 1st down, had a shot. Just a little too hot to handle.
Looks like we had kind of a double post route out there. Had Topher there. He had the step on him, just kind of overthrew him just a little bit. But you know what? Incomplete pass, everything. We got another chance here, 2nd and down. We'll see what the Cadets can call up here again. Keep this drive moving here now.
Only bad thing with that incomplete pass, Ethan had stopped the clock with 1:25, so we only took 5 seconds off that play. But, hey, we might keep it on the ground here in 2nd down, try to make New Hampton burn that timeout, or maybe they'll be coached, we'll take it to halftime.
I think Coach Sullivan's going to be aggressive here, right? You got 2 ranked teams. We got to get something moving here. We got Meemert down here, single coverage possibly. Let's look this way.
2-by-1 set for the Cadets. Nice little curl route to Topher. Biak cuts up the middle. It's going to be enough to move the chains, I believe. One marks him forward and one marks him behind. Let's see where they kind of universally set him here.
Yeah, Topher does a great job there catching the ball with his hands, and you saw him kind of try and reach out there at the end, and one of our keys to the game, Isaac Howe, comes up there and punches at the football right at the very end. Gotta play with the ball under control.
3rd and a long one for the Cadets. Direct snap to Butekoff. Butekoff goes up the pipe. 1st down, Crestwood. Officials are going to stop the action right now here. Ball's going to be set at the 49-yard line. Clock down to 50 seconds.
Yeah, first down there, great job. So we got to see. I think Denner's kind of wanting them to keep them going here. So maybe just possibly run it again. We got 50 seconds left. We got to wait for the chains to move. So we'll wait for the officials to get set up here. Got a lot of officials still here hanging out over the ball. So looks like we might be clocking it.
So it looks like, yeah, Butekoff's going to take the snap. And Indeed he did. He's just going to spike it and clock it and stop the clock here with 48.9 seconds left.
Good job there. Got that 1st down, so now second down and 10, so we still got a little time here. Got a New Hampton player limping off there, so never wish an injury upon anybody, but here we go. So 2nd and 10, we'll see what Coach Sullivan draws up again. We've had some opportunities on deep plays. We just haven't connected, so we'll see what we can go for. Zach Meemert, the guy that we talked about early, kind of down here wide, one-on-one again.
2-by-1 set for the Cadets. Butekoff out of the gun. Meemer's going to try to go deep. Now they're going to take a deep shot to Topher. Biak, oh, just overshot him. Had him beat by a step or two, and Butekoffer just let her fly just a touch too much, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10, and the clock's going to stop with about 43 seconds left.
Yeah, I imagine Coach Sullivan might still throw a pass play here, but might be something a little safer to make sure we get a completion to keep this clock moving. You know, we don't want to give New Hampton the ball back at all, so see if we can't get a catch out here. Like I said, I'd like to see to get the ball to maybe Zach Mamert one more time out here. Let's see what he can do, but kind of a little more power package being brought in kind of our base formation.
So Twins right, wing left. Now they're going to send him in motion. Now he's going to hit the outside flat. Butekoffer's going to roll to his right. Now he's going to launch one downfield. Oh, wide open was Hoppy. And ball's just a little too high for Hoppy. Knocked out of bounds. 4th down for Crestwood.
Looks like Denner's sending in the punt unit here once again. Butekoffer does a great job making the Chickasaws commit to him before they get out there. Had Hoppy little close to the sideline. You could see Hoppy kind of hesitant, but, you know, did a good job keeping his feet in bounds, but that ball just floated a little bit on Cole. But, you know, good ball there. Something we just got to clean up just that little bit.
Hey, can't take it away from the Cadets and Coach Sullivan there, the offense coordinator for the Crestwood Cadets. Just, hey, he was willing to gamble and roll the dice and take chances there to try to set them up in scoring position before half.
Yep.
Nice little snap back to Bergen. Bergen's high little punt. Going to take a Crestwood Cadet bounce. Oh, it's actually going to roll down to about the 26-yard line of the Chickasaws. And there it's going to be set, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for New Hampton.
Hey, so big thing here for the Cadets. We've seen it a couple times in the past for the Cadets here. We can't get beat on a deep play. You know, make the tackle is the big thing. Don't let anybody get deep or behind you. Wakan, I think last week had an 80-yard touchdown against us. So, you know, this is a situation where you just want to keep them in front of you, make the tackle, and make sure we get into half with this 14-0 lead.
Chickasaw football here. 28 seconds left before halftime. I formation, single receiver left, single receiver right. Speltz under center. Going to hand it off to McShane on the left side ISO play. He's going to lower his shoulders and pick up about 7 or 8 on the play. And I think New Hampshire's going to be content with taking it to halftime down 14-0, Ethan.
Yeah, that McShane, he can make anything happen here, but you can definitely see him. He's not springing back like you saw him early, so they're going to take it into half here and see what adjustments can be made.
Well, hey, the halftime score, Crestwood 14, New Hampton 0. Now, I'll tell you what, folks, we're going to take a 3-minute break. When we come back, we're going to have Cadet Sports Talk, and we're also going to show some fan photos of the night. And we're going to bring up kind of what's going on here in the college football rankings with the Iowa Hawkeyes, the Wartburg Knights, Carter Henry, Spencer Cuvalier, and the Allendike boys. So we're going to take a 3-minute break, folks. We come back, we'll have the halftime show. You're watching Cadet Zone, Crestwood Cadet Football on Cadet Zone.
Want to see what it's like being a student at Crestwood High School? Come with me. Crestwood is a great community of students and teachers with a wide variety of classes and state-of-the-art tools. The opportunities at Crestwood are endless. Let's come check it out. Students are exposed to the most up-to-date technology and equipment in the field of industrial technology. We offer computer-aided drafting, state-of-the-art woodworking equipment, laser engraving, a CNC router, plastic injection molding, and hydro dipping. There are many exciting things happening in the Crestwood Ag Department. Students are involved in many different projects. Right now, we are checking out the flowers and vegetables that the plant science class are growing in the greenhouse. In the shop, students are welding, working on engines, and building wood projects. In the classroom, students gain a variety of ag business experiences. These are just a few of the exciting things going on in the ag department. Here at Crestwood, our art department exposes kids to a wide variety of art classes. Our students have the opportunity to learn traditional art as well as cutting-edge contemporary art. Our award-winning student photographers use the most up-to-date technology available. Our art classes are second to none. Students are exposed to Adobe Suite, which can be integrated with our new laser cutter engraver. We also offer one of the only AP classes in Northeast Iowa, which allows students to get a college credit. Our English department isn't just reading the classics and writing term papers. The publication staff at CHS creates the high school yearbook, the junior high yearbook, and monthly issues of the school magazine, The Salute. Under strict deadlines, these ladies work with students, staff, and community members to write, design, and market these publications. Science is explosive here at Crestwood High School. Today, we're making hydrogen gas through a single replacement reaction between aluminum and aqueous hydrochloric acid. We'll mix the ingredients in a flask, send the hydrogen gas through a tube to the basin of soapy water. The hydrogen gas will fill the soap bubbles, and if we touch the flame, kaboom! It results in a synthesis reaction. I have no idea what any of that means, but it's still pretty cool. Our math department offers classes from basic algebra to AP calculus. Today, we have the integral from 0 to 6 of 3t squared minus 2t plus 4 minus the integral of 0 to 6 of 6t minus 2. Answer to that is 204 minus 96, which equals 108. At Crestwood, you're not just a student, you're a part of the cadet family.
Welcome back, Cadet fans, here to Crestwood Stadium. We're right now the Crestwood Cadet Marching Band's performing here and doing a wonderful job as always. First half recapped, Ethan. First quarter we had Cole Butekoffer with a 6-yard touchdown run. Extra point was good halfway through the first quarter, making the score 7-0 in favor of the Cadets. Crestwood got it rolling about 8 minutes and 7 seconds in the second quarter. 5-yard touchdown pass from Butekoffer to Topher. Biak, the homecoming king. Extra point was good by Butekoffer, making the score 14-0, and that's where we currently lie as we speak here. 14-0 in favor of the Crestwood Cadets at halftime. So far, so good for the Cadets, Ethan. I mean, offensively, just quite frankly, dominating the field of possession, and defensively, we had a great scheme set up by Coach Denner here this evening.
Yeah, you can see we definitely keyed on McShane. You know, he's their workhorse. You got to stop him. They've done a good job of that. You've seen Steinlage. He's their deep play guy. We saw that once. I think, you know, we talked to the DBs saying if this guy's on the field, don't let him get loose again. So they've done a good job there of correcting that. As far as offensively, you saw the offensive line on that first drive get movement, move that defensive line for New Hampton, and really get things going. You know, our backs weren't being touched. We saw the good job of running the bubble, the jet, the power, the counter. They did the good job there of kind of mixing things up. Couldn't let them linebackers for New Hampton, the playmakers, Howe and McShane, play downfield. They kind of had to hesitate. So when we did give the ball to Maurice or Cole up the middle, they weren't getting touched till they were 3 or 4 yards downfield. So, yeah, the Cadets off to a hot start here the first half. Hopefully they can keep it rolling the second half. And once again, good crowd here on hand for the 2022 homecoming game. And we've said it once, we'll say it again, but we got the nicest football facility, I believe, in the Midwest. Yeah, it really is awesome. You know, with the addition we did here lately, you got the school going over here. You can really see the Cresco community, not only Cresco, but the whole, Howard Winneshiek school system. It's not just Cresco, it's all the outlying centers, Lime Springs, Elma, Ridgeway, a little bit of Prodovan. You know, everybody really likes to see this school, athletic facilities, and everything improve. So it's nice to see the community support so well.
That's right. Hey, so we're going to cut right to the chase here. We've been kind of talking throughout the broadcast. Ethan, we're going to go right to Cadet Trivia. Do you got a trivia question here for the avid watchers here tonight?
Yeah, so this is going to be a little tricky, and I don't know if there'll be many of them that'll know this, but I think Rhino and I were texting last week during the game, and we were talking about Crestwood possibly kicking a field goal, right? Does anybody out there know the last time, and I'll even just take the year. This is kind of going to be a three-parter because there's a bit of it. So the last time the Cadets attempted a field goal, and if anybody can give me the last 2 kickers to attempt them, I'll give you credit for it if anybody can know that. So the year in which it was attempted, and then by who. And the last one, I'll give you a hint. The last one who tried it missed. So if you give me the last one who made one, I'll give you credit as well.
There we go. So trivia question number 1. All right, Kraft. This is kind of always a fun portion of the broadcast. We always kind of do the cadet talk, and it's kind of around the world in sports, as we call it. And talking about our 4 collegiate athletes that we currently have in the collegiate game right now. Number 1, Carter Henry. Carter Henry plays for Wartburg College. Big week last week, Ethan. Had 2 rushes, 2 touchdowns for Wartburg. And Wartburg was victorious 62-0 over Luther College. But Carter's having a heck of a season. 7 receptions on the year, 7 receptions, 122 receiving yards. He's averaging 17 yards per catch. Unbelievable.
Yeah, what rivalry, I think, is what I'll say there between Wartburg and Luther as a Wartburg graduate, Rhino. But 62-0, and good to see that our alumni here making a difference in the game. So good for that. Wartburg rolling early in the season here.
So Wartburg's off to a fast start so far, undefeated on the year, and 3-0 overall record. First victory of the year, won 37-7 over Monmouth. Second game of the season, University of Wisconsin Stout, 27-0, and of course that whopper 62-0 over Luther College last week. So congratulations to Carter Henry. Now we're going to talk about Spencer Cuvalier, our hometown kid, plays at UNI. Tomorrow, UNI will take on Western Illinois. Game time set for 3 o'clock. And Spencer had a huge game last week against Sacramento State. 5 solo tackles, 7 assists, 12 total tackles, 1 for a tackle for loss. And guess what? With that said, with that tackle for loss, he got the Cedar Valley area, Cedar Falls, free Big Macs for a day at the local McDonald's. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, good little shout out there, and hopefully you got some people fed down there. Sorry we couldn't get it out, in more better time to get down there and get one. But I know UNI's not exactly having the year maybe they thought they would. 0-3, I think we said. But
correct.
I kind of tuned into their game against the last Sacramento State. They had a chance. They were down early, clawed back to within 5 or 6, got the ball back, and couldn't quite pull it out and gave up a big one. So hopefully Spencer and the boys there at UNI can get things turned around for the year.
So Spencer Cuvalier is a red shirt senior there, linebacker, of course, a hometown Crestwood Cadet faithful. And, right now UNI's 0-3, but hoping to get back on top tomorrow against Western Illinois. Now we're going to cut to Garrett Allendike. Garrett Allendike, him and his brother Clayton both playing Division I football right now. Garrett's playing football at Indiana State University, the home of the Sycamores. And, Garrett, he's having a heck of a season as well. Had a big game against Montana, had 1 solo tackle, 2 assists. Then, hey, he got to play in the Big Ten at the University of Purdue. Charlie Jones, ex-Iowa.
Yep.
Charlie Jones. But against Purdue, he had 3 solo tackles and 1 tackle for loss. And last week they were defeated to Montana 49-14. Their overall record right now is 1-2. But it sounds like, hey, Garrett Allendike's having a heck of a year.
Yeah, Garrett get to play against the Big Ten kids there in Purdue, and making tackles. So it's not just these guys on the team, but like we said, they're making plays. So it's good to see that. Get out there and support these guys in any way. If you have their number or know Lori Allendike or
Craig.
Craig. Make sure to get them a text. Tell the boys good luck. Tell them we're all supporting them here. So it's good to see the kids out there.
Yep. So a fine young gentleman there, raised by Craig and Lori Allendike of Cresco. But just with these guys playing Division I football, just look what they get to see throughout their career. I mean, Montana, Purdue, these big stadiums, and North Alabama, Indiana State, of course. But just unbelievable. And congratulations on a great year so far, Garrett. And now let's get to his brother, Clayton Allendike. Clayton's at the University of Troy currently. And last week had a big, heck of a game, I should say, down there at Appalachian State. College game day, ESPN College game day was there. And came down to a barn burner, but unfortunately the luck fell Appalachian State's way with that lucky play at the end of the football game.
Hail Mary at the end of the game where Appalachian State throws it up and they end up scoring it right at the end of the game. I don't know, when you put College Game Day somewhere, I don't know a better ending that they could have asked for it. So, yeah, good job there by Appalachian State pulling it out. But, another chance where I know we talked about the first week here, Clayton got to play on ESPN2. I think that game was broadcast on major TV again. So
they took on Mississippi.
I watched Clayton play there. You know what? Fits right in. So that's the main thing, and making plays. So we're producing kids here. It's good to see, and good to see Clayton out there having success. He's come a long way since he was that freshman basketball player I coached out there.
Oh, there we go. So Clayton Aldick has 3 catches on the year, 26 yards. Overall record at Troy is 1-2. Tomorrow they will take on Marshall. Game time set for 6 o'clock. And last week that was a nail biter. Appalachian State 32, Troy 28. You couldn't ask for a better football game in Division I football. So congratulations to those 4. It's always nice to kind of touch base on Cadet Talk. And Kraft, anybody on the Cadet Trivia?
Oh yeah. So everybody out there that said Curtis Murphy, sorry Curtis, but you weren't the last. Curtis, I did believe attempts some, but he doesn't get credit. So Dustin Murphy, Hunter Slifka got that right. Dustin Murphy was the last one to make a field goal. I believe it was the 2011 season. I might be wrong. Might be 2000. I think he's a 2012 graduate. Or hopefully I'm right when I say that. I think it was the 2011 season. But Dustin Murphy was the last one to make one in 2011, and the last one that I could find for the last one attempted was actually in 2012. 10 years ago. It's been 10 years since the Cadets have attempted a field goal, and that was Levi Henry, but unfortunately Levi went 0 for 3. So
okay, there we go. So trivia question number 1 is final. We'll bring up another trivia question along with the broadcast, but hey, we're going to go to another fan photo of the night. We wanted to say thanks for sending this in from Jason and Steph Senek. Jason and Steph Senek are currently camping down in Decorah, and we got Jensen, Audrey, and Austin here outside the camper, and we got to take a look at this photo here. There we go. Check out those cuties in front of the Microlite down at Pulper Rock Campground. So thanks for sharing that, Jason and Steph, and have a great weekend camping. Well, folks, I'll tell you what, we're going to take about a 2-minute break here, and when we come back, we're going to have the opening kickoff for the second half. We'll also have a couple more fan photos of the night to share. And hey, you're watching Ethan Kraft and Ryan McCarville, and we'll be back with second half kickoff action here shortly. You're watching Crestwood Cadet Football on Cadet Zone.
We are proud to support Crestwood High School activities, sports, and academics. Go Cadets! Open a CUSB account in person or online at CUSB.com. CUSB Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back, Cadet fans, here to Crestwood Stadium. Glad to have you aboard. Ryan McCarville along with Ethan Kraft here in the booth. And, we're just going to cut right to the fan photo of the night here. We got another one. We just got them rolling in, Ethan, don't we?
Yeah, I got a bunch of them coming in.
So this one comes from the love of my life, I guess, my wife, Carrie McCarville. And it looks like it's going to be Carrie and Kayla Sullivan, Coach Sullivan's wife, Heather Johnson, Amber McCarville, and Courtney Shimmick there in that picture. So thanks for sharing that one, folks. We also got another one to pass along.
This future possible cadet, this is where we'll have to get some NIL deals out here. This kid's going to be heavily recruited already. He's about to go to preschool, but I heard Nick Saban's already call him. That's Harrison Friedoff. Almost forgot your boy's name there, Benny. Sorry. But yeah, he's a future cadet. We'll see if we can't get some NIL money rolling his way to get him back in that cadet jersey here, playing in the cadet stadium. Grandpa Greg and Uncle Rod and Jeff would sure love it, I'm sure.
Here we go. Now we got Matt Dietzenbach in his little one right here, another avid cadet zone watcher. And congratulations to Matt and Lee on the newest edition on theirs. They're sitting at home watching us here. And thank you so much for sharing that photo here, Matt. We also got one more to pass along. We got the Miss Teeling, Miss Shelton, Miss Shea, and then we got a couple of their friends here also watching as well. So thanks for sharing that picture with us as well. Avid Cadet Zone watchers. Oh, we got a Snapchat from Jason Senick. They're keep on rolling. There we go. So, no, once again, I got to share this one, Kraft.
Yeah,
this is the last one, I promise. But this is Corey Hill. He's a classmate of mine, class of 2000. He's from San Diego, California, and right now he is out there watching Cadet Zone. So cheers to Corey, and boom, the second half kickoff is underway. Received by the New Hampton Chickasaws at the 15 to the 20. Now they're going to cut back to about the 30-yard line, 1st and 10, New Hampton.
Yeah, Hunter Seary there with the return for New Hampton, kind of one of their more possession wide receivers, kind of getting the action here. We haven't called his name much in the first half, but yeah, we got plenty of photos rolling in here. Thanks, everybody. We'll try and work them in. We'll try and get another trivia question. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We got the halftime numbers here. We're up to 660 views. Now, that's not total people, but total views. So make sure to share this out. Get it going. Get it to any other cadet fans out there. Like you say, we're in California. Let's get it going.
Handoff from Spells to McShane up the middle. Gain of 1 on the play. Kraft, I think I'm going to have to call U.S. Cellular tomorrow because I think I'm going to need more data from my cell phone.
Yeah, the messages are rolling in for you, and they're rolling in for me. Becky Paul in Lime Springs saying she's enjoying watching this while sitting in the warm comfort of her living room. So hopefully the Cadets can give us a good second half here. Keep it rolling as New Hampton gets a second long here to start.
So 2nd down and 9 for the Chickasaws. Nice little handoff over there to McShane. McShane's going to rumble for about 3. Brings up 3rd and short for New Hampton.
Tristan Simiel does a great job there getting hit on Speltzer. They ran a little bit of what looks like a quick option. Got the pitch out there to McShane. Did a nice job there, but the Cadet defense covers that nicely.
So I'm going to give a shout out here. Classmate of mine, Jared Rance, listening from Minneapolis here. Class of 2000, which was a classmate of mine, good friend of mine. He's listening right now and watching on Cadet Zone. So a shout out to Jared Rance and his wife Jessie and the family up there in the Minneapolis area. Glad to have you on the broadcast. New Hampton 3rd down and 4. Handoff to McShane again. Stopped by the Cadets. Brings up 4th and short.
We got a 4th down here. We'll see what New Hampton does here. Down 14-0. Gets a little risky if they're trying to go for it here, but looks like the punt team is possibly coming in. Big thing here. Sit in there, Cadets. Make sure the ball gets punted. Don't be jumping off sides here because that's a 1st down. I think I see Justin Denner saying basically the same thing to the kids down there, but sit in there. Let's make sure they punt this ball before we do anything else.
New Hampton up to punt. Just a quick score to pass along. Decorah 7, Mason City 0. Snap back, punt away. Topher Biak back for the Cadets. He's going to shake it to the right. And it's going to take a short little New Hampton bounce. Crestwood's going to have the football at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, we're gonna get even if I think it's a running into the kicker, I think we're gonna have a 1st down here in New Hampton. Drew Jackson came through. I think if he puts his hands up, maybe he blocks it, but comes down on that plant leg of the punter. So, like we said, the thing we wanted there was New Hampton to punt, but little aggressiveness kind of bites us in the butt a little bit. As looks like New Hampton's gonna get the 1st down here, and the Cadet defense will have to make another stop.
So bad break there for the Cadets. Going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Chickasaws, roughing the punter. Indication on Crestwood.
1st down for the Chickasaws at 42.
Your trivia question, I just got to say this because Dave Gosh, he's watching on Cadet Zone. He says Ray Finkel, 1988. Ray Finkel, 1988 from Dave Gosh. Drag pass to New Hampton. Steinlage comes across the middle. Pick up about 5 on the play. And I'm still chuckling from that.
That's it. It's the things we learn from the answers to the trivia questions as well. A lot of people had Brett Daly, Curtis Murphy, Dustin Murphy from that Murphy kicking family out there with Curtis Trees and Gifts. But I also got informed from Gubeck that Scott Truca once kicked 3 field goals in one game.
That's correct. That's correct. We had that on the trivia question last year, I believe, Ethan.
Yeah.
New Hampton football, 2nd down and 4. Now they're going to hand it off to McShane. McShane's going to go far to the left side, cut back on the numbers. And he's going to be close to a first down. Let's see where they mark him. I think he has it.
I think he got him there. Once again, Aiden Skoda coming up. Aiden Skoda's kind of that last line of defense. He's done good here. We've called his names a couple times here today. He's doing a good job being that last line of defense and making sure McShane's medium to long runs are staying just in that and not getting anything more to the big plays that New Hampton's looking for.
Huge shout out to Pat and Kim Wilson. They're watching out the Vernon Campground here south of Cresco. Thanks for tuning in here on Cadet Zone to the Wilson family. New Hampton, twins right. I formation, Speltz under center. Hands off to McShane. McShane goes right side off tackle. He gets to about the 40, 38, keeps the legs of driving, brings them down to about the 37-yard line. Now there's a scuffle about the 30-yard line. Looks like Steinlagen, was that Shelton, I believe, kind of got tangled up.
Yeah, just kind of an extra play. Really takes away from a great run by McShane there. McShane had 6 guys on him. He keeps his leg turning, gets it going, but Steinlagen out there. It's one of those when the ref calls giving him the business. I mean, no reason. Takes him down, grabs him by 2 hands, takes him down far away from the play and after the whistle. So I think that's what we're going to get. Maybe we'll get offsetting here if the Cadets did something as well. But from what I looked like Steinlagen there kind of took it a step too far. So
well, let's see what the indication. Yeah, let's see what the indication will be here by Ray Armel and Bob Jacobson here, our officials for tonight's contest.
Like I said, it was a great run by McShane. He had 6 guys, 6 cadets kind of holding on to his legs and just kept them turning. But, sometimes we got to keep our head in the game here.
Could be an unsportsmanlike or a personal foul would be my guess, but let's see how they call it. Well, it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct on the Cadets and on New Hampton, so therefore they're offsetting. Yeah. So therefore, it's going to set up a 1st and 10. Is that correct? Let's see here. Let's see where they marked the ball here.
I think it's.
He indicated first down, but I think it's going to be second.
I think we're going to move the chains here. Yeah, first down.
1st and 10.
Official on the far side.
Yep, they're going to try to indicate
so they're going to move it.
Hey, Matt Beck, Gooey said Scott Truca had a lot of made field goals in 2001.
Yeah, we got to go back a long ways there. Unfortunately, my stats provider of Varsity Bounder, I think it's just bound.com right now, only goes back to the 07 season. So
Josh Lickey, an avid watcher, said Scott Truca. A lot of Scott Trucas coming in here on the broadcast. Speltz under fire from the Cadets. Now there's going to be a holding violation on New Hampton. That's going to march them back 10. That's the break the Cadets needed, Mr. Kraft.
Yep, Tristan Simiel does a good job there. He comes off that end hard and he gets called for the holding. That was a little bit of the NFL thing there where he's trying to get off. He throws the hands up and goes down. As a former offensive lineman, I hate that because I say I got my hands on you. It ain't my fault. You can't get away from me. But it's the way it works, and the Cadets catch another break here.
So Crestwood football, big break for the Cadets. Going to back them up. Still be Chickasaw football, but it's going to be 1st and a mile.
Yeah, it's Cadets catch the break they need there. New Hampton's picking up momentum here. Some big plays here, and now the game's getting a little sloppy from everybody. They're still walking backwards here. I don't.
The officials are a little confused there, but now they're going to mark it. Now it's going to be 1st, and we're just going to keep it a 1st and a mile.
1st and a mile to keep it safe. Looks like New Hampton wants sub in here. Yep. Late
so New Hampton football, play clock's down to 3. Speltz out of the gun. Now they're going to hand it off to McShane. McShane's going to go right side off tackle. Now he's going to cut back right to left on the TV dial. He's going to be brought down by the Cadets. Nice little tackle there by Julesgaard.
Yeah, Julesgaard makes a big play there because I tell you what, he's one of the last Cadets here out on this side. McShane did a nice job. The kid's impressive. You're going to hear his name a lot, and New Hampton's really riding him here, trying to get something going. But he does a good job there bouncing out this way, and Julesgaard does a good job of wrapping him up to make sure he doesn't go for the big yards.
2nd down and 20 coming up for the Chickasaws. Cadets stay in that 5 front defense. Meemer at right side defensive end. Tristan Semiel at the left side defensive end. Your interior front, Julesgaard, Semiel, and Jackson. Speltz, little play action fake. Now he's going to take a shot downtown. Shot up top. Nice little catch there by number 6. Hunter Seen. Nice little connection for about a 30-yard gain there for the Chickasaws. Sets them up in the red zone.
Yeah, that's the one you can't give up there on 2nd and long. Let him have the short ones in front of you. Don't let him get behind you. Hunter Siri, he's been a little bit more their possession receiver this year. 10 catches, 93 yards, but picks up a big first down there for New Hampton. So the Cadet defense will hopefully hold up here in the red zone.
So New Hampton football, first down and 10 at the Crestwood 14-yard line. Speltz under center, McShane in the eye. Now they're going to hand it off, right side, offside tackle. Not much going. A pile of Cadets brings them down, brings up 2nd and about 8.
Tell you what here, the Cadets at halftime here, not that they've given up a lot, but we got to get that intensity cranked back up, get our push off the line here, got them in a 2nd, and I'd call long here, make sure it stays that way when we get to 3rd down.
2nd down and 7 to be exact, 6:44 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Crestwood 14, New Hampton 0, but New Hampton on the move. Play clock down to 9. Speltz under center, power I formation for the Chickasaws. Little run option right side. Now they're going to pitch it to McShane. McShane's going to cut to the outside, close to the first down marker. Let's see where they mark him, Ethan. I think he's going to be just short.
Yeah, I think that's Dylan Shelton possibly out there making a nice tackle there. He's the last line of defense. They ran that little option. They've ran that a couple times. Just gives McShane another couple steps out there. Speltz makes the great play there to kind of get it out to him. But big stop here to get 3rd and short here for the Cadets.
3rd down and about a yard to go. 6 minutes and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Power I formation, Speltz under center. McShane the lone back in the I formation. Now they're going to hand it off to the big guy. He's going to trample off the right side. Enough for a first down. That's going to move the chains as Miss starts to fall here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I don't know if that helps the Cadets here, but 1st and goal. Cadets got to find a way to get a stop here. See if Drew Jackson can't blow something up there. On that long pass play, I think they had about 4 guys trying to block Drew Jackson, but hopefully he can get something going here. It's 1st and goal from the 1.5 probably.
Yeah, we're going to say 1. We're going to mark it at the 2-yard line here, Kraft, but it's going to be 1st and goal from the 2. So red zone opportunity here for the Chickasaws. Let's see if they can cash in. I formation, power I formation. Speltz under center. Hand off to McShane. McShane rumbles in for 2-yard touchdown scamper. New Hampton 6, Crestwood 14.
Yeah, that's a drive right there by New Hampton. A couple penalties set them back. Big play gets them going. The Cadet defense couldn't capitalize on the mistakes made. We'll see if Cadet offense can't get something going here as New Hampton, I believe they go for 2 from what I saw from the stats. So hopefully the Cadets here can get the stop. 14-6 would be ideal here after this play.
So McShane runs a 2-yard scamper in for a touchdown, 14-6 in favor of the Cadets. And you're right, Ethan, they're going to elect to run the 2-point conversion here. Speltz is going to be out of the gun. Got trips formation to the right, so it's 3-by-1 set. McShane rolls to the left. Now they're going to go flanker to the left, or little flat pass, I should say. Couldn't get it out there. Brought down by the host Cadets. Hey, that's a big advantage for Crestwood. 2-point conversion, no good. Crestwood 14, New Hampton 6. We're going to take a 1-minute break, folks. We'll be right back. You're watching Crestwood Cadet football on Cadet Zone.
Legal man downfield, so good.
This live stream is brought to you by CUSB Bank, with locations in Cresco, Ridgeway, Lime Springs, Osage, Charles City, Waverly, and Shell Rock. We are proud to support Crestwood High School activities, sports, and academics. Go Cadets! Open a CUSB account in person or online at CUSB.com. CUSB Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Crestwood Cadet Stadium, and New Hampton's going to kick off, and now they're going to try a little pooch kick down to about the 28-yard line, and we're going to take a knee right there, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Crestwood Cadets. Another fan photo of the night to pass along. This one is courtesy of Kyle Courtney. We got Crestwood alumni Frank Herlichka. Let's see if we can kind of focus it in here. Frank Herlichka hanging out at Courtney's there. Whoops, trying to straighten her out. So thanks for sharing that, Kyle Courtney, and thank you, Frank, for all your hard work over the course of time as being a Crestwood cadet.
Yeah, Frankie's name popped up a few times on the old Varsity Bound with some stats back in his day. So
Cadets handed off to Maurice Powell. Maurice Powell's going to lower the shoulders, scamper for about 3 or 4, sets up second and manageable for the Cadets.
Yeah, big drive here, Ryan. Let's see what the Cadets can answer with here. We got to get the ball moving here, and we got to get some points on the board here. Big game, big teams coming. You know, New Hampton's got a little bit of the momentum right now, so we got to have a drive.
So 2nd down and 7 for Crestwood. Actually, 2nd and 6. I think that's all. Scoreboard's wrong there, but 2nd and 6 we'll call it for the Crestwood Cadets. Ball placed at the 32-yard line. 4:42 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Twins right, wing left. Butekoffer in the gun, Powell to the right of Butekoffer. Now they're going to throw a little bubble pass to Topher. Ball's a little high. Oh, no, it's going to be a pick 6 off the hands of Topher Biak. And not the break the Cadets wanted, but Brady Speltz is going to scamper for a 32-yard pick 6. That's going to make it 14-12, still in favor of the Cadets. But New Hampshire's going to try to attempt a 2-point conversion here as they did last go-around. Not the break the Cadets wanted.
Yeah, that's not what we were talking about there with the big play. So like we said, we're in a ball game now. 14-12. Got to get the stop here if you're Crestwood. Just an unfortunate bounce, you know, thrown a little high. They attack that bubble out there with Topher, and the ball gets batted up, and that's a pick 6.
So 2-point attempt here for the Chickasaws. Twins right. Looks like Speltz is going to go under center. I formation for New Hampton. Now they're going to go toss right to McShane. And he's going to be brought short. Is he going to be short? No, yeah. No good. 2-point conversion, no good for the Chickasaws. Cadets remain on top, 14-12, 4:26 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. We're going to take a 1-minute break, folks. We'll be right back. You're watching Cadet Zone, Crestwood Cadet Football.
That's
Welcome back to Crestwood Cadet Stadium here. Not the break the Cadets wanted. Crestwood 14, New Hampton 12. Speltz had a 32-yard pick 6 here for the Chickasaws. New Hampton's going to kick off back deep. Powell and Topher Biak. Now they're going to try that little onside, well, not onside, but pooch kick for the Chickasaws. Brock Voyne is going to keep his head down, go to about the 41, 42. They're going to move the pile. Let's see where he lands here, and I think they're going to mark it about the 42-yard line. 1st down and 10. Hey, pretty good field position for the Cadets, though.
Yeah, Cadets have a lot of, they don't have a lot of things where they maybe have linemen back there in that 2nd level. They got a lot of guys that are used to touching the ball. So good job by Brock Voyne there, getting that ball, securing it, getting upfield, and getting what we can. So big drive here, like we said with the last one, we said that was a big drive. But after a mistake like that, we'll see how aggressive Chris Sullivan wants to come out and be here. The Cadets need a drive. We need points here after the Chickasaws got 12 unanswered.
Twins right, wing left, Butekoffer in the gun. Now they're going to elect to go quarterback power. Now he's going to lower his shoulder, pick up about 4 or 5 on the play. And the Cadets are going to be second and manageable here coming up.
Yeah, good job there. Hey, when things need to get settled down, you go to your best players. Cole Butekoffer, we get him the ball, we get things settled down. So Cole gets the ball, gets a second medium here, get this offensive line rolling again, get hat on hats, and get people moving.
Another shout out to one of my classmates, class of 2000, Cody Stewart. He's listening or watching live here on Cadet Zone, so shout out to Cody Stewart and his family up there across the border. Hand off to Powell. Powell's going to scamper over the top of the pile and probably pick up 1 or 2 on the play. McShane comes up and lays the lightning on that one from the middle linebacker's position. Brings up 3rd and about a long 4.
Yeah, McShane there. Maurice went to kind of jump a pile. McShane caught him in the air, which is not a place Maurice wants to be. But positive yardage. We need to get a big drive moving here. We need to get this 1st down, keep this moving. New Hampton seems to have the momentum here, so we got to rely on that big experienced offensive line to get people moved. We got to get somebody to the second level and see if we can't get some things moving like we did in the first half.
3rd down and 4, clock down to 3 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Crestwood football, Powell to the left of Butekoffer, Twins right, wing left. Butekoffer in the gun. Looks like Crestwood's going to use a timeout here, folks. Hey, we're just going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back. You're watching Crestwood Cadet football on Cadet Zone.
Butekoffer didn't like something there, but.
Welcome back to Cadet Stadium here, where Crestwood's on top 14-12, and now the rain starts to pummel down here early in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, you can see some of the fans kind of going for cover, but this is when we're just blessed to be up here in the booth, Rhino.
It's a balmy 78 up here, Kraft.
Yep.
Topher Biak goes in motion for the Cadets. Now they're going to hand it off to Powell. Powell's going to go up the pipe, and not much going. It looked like Meemer got beat to the inside there from that defense or tight end position there. You're going to bring up 4th and about 5.
Yeah, Maurice missed the hole there a little bit. Looks like we had some room to bounce back. Couldn't quite hit her all the way back. Looks like Denner is going to send the punt team out. Thought maybe this would be a time, but, you know, punting is winning. Play that field position battle. Make New Hampton have to drive the length of the field again here.
So Crestwood football, Bergen back in the punt position. Looks like Hunter Seen back for the Chickasaws. Bergen's going to punt it out of bounds at about the 26, 27-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. 26-yard line, be 1st and 10 for the New Hampton Chickasaws. I just want to give a shout-out to, he's a college friend of mine, and he's one of my biggest high school rivals ever. Kyle Mitchell. He lives in Des Moines, Iowa. He's watching Cadet Zone. He's married to a Chickasaw.
Oh, boy.
Kathy Arushka from New Hampton.
Yep.
And he just keeps on texting me and giving me all this grief about Crestwood Cadet football. But I know, hey, deep down inside, Kyle's a diehard Cadet fan. I know it. I just know it.
Right, do you know everybody?
Seems to be. So New Hampton football. Handoff. Up the top, or up the middle, I should say. It's going to be a gain of about 2 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and about 8.
Yeah. Thanks, KWWL. Just got that notification. Heavy rain near home. So, yeah, thanks for that update, everybody. But, hey, big stop there for the Cadets. These field conditions, they're going to get a little sloppy here. So, it'll be a lot tougher for the McShane to hit these cutbacks. We'll see how that, if it benefits the Cadets or if we'll see a lot of people slipping and sliding. Great field here in the Cadets, so that thing's going to hold up.
So New Hampton football, Speltz under center, McShane in the eye. Now they're going to toss it right. Now he's going to go off right side tackle. Bust 1 tackle, bust 2 tackles, gets enough for a 1st down. And it's going to be 1st down Crestwood, or New Hampton, I'm sorry.
Yep. Looks like we got Drew Jackson running off the field. There'd be a big loss here for the Cadets. I know he's got some heavily taped arms, but I think Will Ludwig's stepping in here, so what do we got? Oh, we got a... What's this?
Targeting.
Targeting?
I think they had a targeting call on the Cadets. We're going to see how this pans out, folks. It's not exactly what we wanted or needed right now.
I didn't see that one so much. I got a wet window in front of me here, Rhino, so...
Yeah, my papers are starting to get all wet here, Mr. Kraft. So after the targeting call, it's going to be 1st down and 10. Clock down, 1 minute and 22 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Speltz under center, McShane in the eye. Now they're going to go a little reverse handoff. Now he's going to cut back outside left side tackle. Picks up about 7 to 8 on the play, 6 on the play. Brings up 2nd. Or I'm sorry, it's going to bring up 3rd and about 4. 2nd and 4, my fault. 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Isaac Howell getting a carry there, but... Been a long time since they gave it to somebody else besides McShane on the carry there, but you maybe see him starting to wear down, so you might see a few other Chickasaws get involved here. Cadet defense needs to step up here again.
So 2nd and 3 for the Chickasaws. Rain's really coming down right now. I formation, McShane handoff. Now he's going to cut off right side tackle, and he's gone. 5, touchdown, New Hampton.
Yeah, this is where that power running. They're running through the cadets' arm tackles. Big momentum swing here. New Hampton's coming out here in the second half, ready to play. Whatever adjustments they made have worked. So 18 straight points here on 3 scores here for New Hampton. The cadet defense struggling. The cadet offense needs to get something going here now when they get the ball back.
So New Hampton 18, Crestwood 14, 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. McShane in the I formation. Speltz under center, single flanker to the right. Now they're going to roll Speltz to the right. Now they're going to try an end zone pass, and it's going to be in and out of the hands. Incomplete pass there by Speltz, and the score is going to remain New Hampton 18, Crestwood 14. And we're going to take a 1-minute break, folks. We'll be right back. You're watching Crestwood Cadet Football on Cadet Zone.
This live stream is brought to you by CUSB Bank, with locations in Cresco, Ridgeway, Lime Springs, Osage, Charles City, Waverly, and Shellrock. We are proud to support Crestwood High School activities, sports, and academics. Go Cadets!
Had to be
Open a
had to be
CUSB
damn near
account
50 yards,
in person or online at CUSB.com. CUSB Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back, Cadet fans, here to Crestwood Stadium. New Hampton 18, Crestwood 14. New Hampton, a little pooch kick again, once again, to the 32-yard line. Cadets are going to fall on. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cadets from the Crestwood 32. Big long run there, about a 50-yard scamper from McShane. He's a lot to handle.
Yeah, he's running through arm tackles right now. He's getting stronger as this game goes on. You know, you hear about those kind of kids that the more you get them the ball, the stronger they get, and he seems to be one of them here in this game.
So 1st and 10 for the Crestwood Cadets. 37 seconds left before the third quarter's over here. Cadets are going to go power I. Butekoffer in the gun. Voina checks in. Now they're going to hand it off to Topher Biak. Biak's going to go right to left, or left to right, I should say. He's going to be brought down about the 40-yard line. Bring up 2nd and about 2 for the Cadets. And I think here this is probably where the Cadets will just take it to the end of the quarter.
Yeah, you know, it's a good variation there. Everybody's used to that power. Go to Butekoffer, go to the power side, but the Cadets run the counter off of it. Get it to Topher in space out here. Ran through one arm tackle, couldn't get by Steinlage there, but 2nd and short. Probably looks like we're going to take it into the fourth quarter, but the Cadet offense really needs a drive here.
So that's going to be the end of the third quarter. New Hampton 18, Crestwood 14. New Hampton on top after that 50-yard scamper by McShane. And we're going to take a 1-minute timeout, folks, and we'll be back for the beginning of the fourth quarter. You're watching Cadet Zone, or Crestwood Cadet Football on Cadet Zone. Welcome back here to Crestwood Stadium, where the Cadets 14, New Hampton 18, start of the fourth quarter. I want to give a shout out to Bart and Julie Wilson here from Cresco. They're watching Cadet Zone. Thanks for watching. Hand off to Powell. Powell's going to cut up the middle. It misses one tackle. Doesn't slip past the second. maybe a gain of maybe a half a yard on the play is going to bring up 3rd and short again, Kraft.
Yeah, you can feel the momentum here. The Cadets got to get this drive going here. You saw Maurice bounce off a tackle and then got hit again. That Cadet offensive line needs to get back to moving, people. They got to get things moving again. We really need a big play here just to get the boys back into it here.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and a long 2 for the Cadets. Cadets in that twin-less formation. Powell in the left halfback. Budakoff out of the gun. Now they're going to fake it. Now he's going to roll up to the left side tackle. Now he's going to cut to the outside. Enough for a first down. Moves the chains.
Hey, that's a big play. New Hampton bid on the play fake there pretty good. Had 3 guys tackle the running back up the middle there, and Budakoff is able to scamper outside. So there's a good job. Hey, when things get bad, go to your players that got you here. Cole Budakoff, like we said, one of the highest ball carriers in 2A right now. We got to get him carries. We got to get things moving here. Get a drive going. Keep hat on hats. Keep people moving.
Another big shout out to Todd and Kay Erickson and the Cook family out at Vernon Springs watching Cadet Zone. Budakoff out of the gun. Now he's going to fake it to Powell. Not much going there. He's going to maybe get a half a yard, if that. But it's going to bring up 2nd and long for Crestwood.
Yeah, it looks like Tangy makes the tackle there for New Hampton. He's coming from a long ways back there, so he's not kind of playing back anymore. They're playing downhill. That's what we held them to in that first drive. What we said, they weren't playing downhill. They were having to wait. Well, now they're able to play downhill and make a lot of plays right at the line.
So Lorraine's kind of held off, kind of quieted down a little, but a bad snap there from the center out to Budakoffer. Budakoffer can't handle it. These wet conditions, Ethan, the ball's getting a little wet out there. Obviously, it showed on that play.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say here coming back. What is our key to the game? You can't fumble the ball. You can't have bad snaps. But it looks like Crestwood, that one just kind of rolled back there. So that wasn't Budakoffer taking back too early. That one rolled back there. Looks like we got number 58 for the Cadets coming off, Landon Bergen. Not sure if he was snapping the ball here or not. He wasn't the starter we had down, but I know he does play center on occasion.
So Crestwood football, 3rd and 17. We were kind of talking. We don't want to put ourselves in those 3rd and long situations, but here we go. 3rd and 17, ball at the 40-yard line. Budakoffer in the gun, 2-by-1 set for Crestwood. Now Budakoffer's going to step and take a shot downfield. He's going to throw it to Budakoffer, but nobody's home. It's going to be bring up 4th down and long, and the Cadets are going to have to punt here.
Yeah, looking for Biak there. Just a ball that floated. I'm not sure if Biak thought that was going to him or what, because he kind of stopped running on the route, but kind of threw it out in no man's land. So I think, like we said, that was Bergen that came off, so we might be looking for a punter here for the Cadets.
Let's see who they elect to bring in here.
Can't catch the number there.
Is that Voina?
Probably.
Can't get a number here with the way the elements are right now, but punt. Yeah, that is Voina. Brock Voina gets a hold of one. Now he's going to kick it down to the 25. Now they're going to get it to the 25, to the 27, 28, 30. Down to the 35-yard line, knocked out of bounds right around the 37-yard line, 1st and 10, New Hampton.
Yeah, good job there by Voina getting the ball off there. When you're not used to being the punter, but you got to do it. He does a good job of getting one out there and trying to flip field position. So we'll see if the Cadet defense can get a stop here. The last 3 drives for New Hampton have gone for 6. Defense has done a good job not giving up more than that, but 9:21 to go. Time for the Cadets to step up here and make a play.
Chickasaw football, New Hampton 18, Crestwood 14. 9:21 and counting here in the 4th quarter. New Hampton comes on an I formation, 2 tight end set, single receiver right. McShane in the backfield. Now they're going to hand it off on that cross ISO. Now he's going to work his way to the left side of the line. Pick up about 5 or 6 on the play. Good run there by McShane.
Yeah, you see them, now they're getting to that second level. The Chickasaws, they're getting to the second level without being touched. So McShane's getting stronger here. Somebody's got to step up and make a play here, whether it's Zane Weemark or Zach Meemert out there, Somebody's got to step up and pop somebody here. The Cadets on the second half have come off kind of missing some fire. So we'll see if somebody can get this thing turned around for us.
So ball set, 2nd and 4 at the 43 of the Chickasaws. Hand off to McShane. McShane goes off right side tackle, now lowers his shoulder. Gets down to about midfield. Enough for a first down. Is going to move the chains. 1st and 10 coming up for New Hampton.
Yeah, I think you know what New Hampton's about to do here. They're about to ride their workhorse. Get it to him, make sure he gets it going forward. until you stop it, there's no reason to change it. Kind of the same thing Crestwood does with Cole Butekoffer. If you're not going to stop it, we're going to keep running it right at you. So we'll see what the Cadet defense can bring up here.
So New Hampton football, 1st and 10 from the 49. Kind of went from a strong rain to a light mist now,
Yep.
as far as what we can see. Hand off to McShane coming, goes off right side tackle on power. Now he's going to lower his shoulder, and he's just a horse, isn't he? That 204 frame can just get booking.
There's nothing else we can say about him at this point. He's going to keep this drive moving here. If the Cadets don't get something figured out, we're kind of getting spread out a little bit. Like we said, they're dressing it up, but they're running just that power out of it. They're getting him a fullback to lead the way. I think Tangy's leading the way for him here, getting him the ball, and if you don't get a body on him up by the line of scrimmage, he's going to get 6 yards on you. There's a reason he's averaging 8+ yards a carry on the season.
So 2nd and short for the Chickasaws. Ball at the 39-yard line of Crestwoods. Speltz under center. McShane, no surprise, handoff to McShane, goes left side, picks up enough for a first down, brings it to the 39-yard line. Chains will move. 7:23 and counting here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, this is where it's got to be. I'm gonna, this is kind of the stop of the game right here. I know there's 7 minutes and anything can happen, but the Cadets have got to get a stop here. Don't let this drive just keep grinding out. Somebody get in there and make a play for us here. Otherwise, you never give up. But this is when the stop needs to be made.
Well, what do they always say? Kraft defense wins championships.
Yeah.
Hand off to McShane. Now he goes right side power. Lowers his shoulder, gets tackled about the 28-yard line there. So McShane definitely showing his power here halfway through the 4th quarter.
Yeah, nothing fancy, just getting the ball out to McShane on the power play. You see the Cadets out here, they're all just kind of standing, then not hands on hips. It looks like we got it, but we just got to get it locked in. You got to get that winning mentality that I'm going to make the play that changes this game.
Well, in what elements anything can happen, so let's just pray for a turnover here. Speltz is going to go under center with the slick conditions, and we're going to go with McShane in the eye. Hand off to McShane. There's the play we wanted to host the Cadets. Actually had him wrapped up, and then one slipped. Had him wrapped up, I think that was Zane Weemark at about the 31-yard line, but he slipped off and got a yard and a half on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and long.
Yeah. Zane Weemark there gets up on him. Can't quite bring him down here. McShane loses a shoe. Looks like he'll be able to get it back on, so he'll be in the game here still. But Zane does a good job there. Fights through, makes a stop. We got to make that tackle right away to get this to 2nd and long. Still got it, but, keep going here. The New Hampton isn't necessarily spreading out anymore. They're just running power football.
So Twins left. I formation. McShane in the back. Now they're going to go sweep left. Kind of cuts back inside. Nice little run by McShane. Gets him down to about the 10, 8, about 9-yard line. Let's see where they mark him. Little Cadets, some of the Cadets kind of over pursued there, Ethan, and all he did was this nice little cutback and gain of several.
Not sure if that was Jules Guard or who that was there that had him in the hole. That's got to be the guy that makes the play. If we have one guy that's uncovered, unblocked, and you meet him in the hole, I hate to say it, you got to make the play there, and if you don't, you see the drive continue.
So 1st down and 9 for the Chickasaws. 5:27 and counting in the 4th. Power I formation for New Hampton. Speltz under center. Now he's going to hand it off. Now they're going to go right side power. Not much going there. Maybe a pickup of 1 on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and goal from about the 8.
Yeah, went to Isaac Howe there on that one, giving McShane maybe a little breather here to see what we can do. 2nd and goal here. Long 2nd and goal. So you have some room to work with here for the Cadets. We got to make the stop here. You can't give up just short yardage here, especially when you're in the red zone. This is where you got to be. You got to get tackles for loss or tackles for right at the line of scrimmage.
So far, a tale of 2 halves for the Cadets in New Hampton. McShane in the power I. Speltz under center. Now it's a little cross buck by New Hampton. He's going to scamper in for about an 8-yard touchdown run. New Hampton's going to put 6 more points on the board, 24-14 over the Cadets.
Yeah, Cadet defense held them up most of the game here, but in the second half, you can tell the adjustments that New Hampton's made. They let you know what they're going to do coming into the game, right? McShane's going to get the ball. They're going to run that power right at you. So now there's a big 2-point conversion here. It's 10-point spread, but Cadets need some kind of momentum here. A stop, I think, gets a little bit that going for you.
So McShane with an 8-yard touchdown run puts the Chickasaws on top of the Cadets by 10, 24-14. 440, second or 2-point conversion coming. Ball's a little slick. Belts can't handle it. 2-point conversion's no good. 4:40 left in the fourth quarter. New Hampton 24, Crestwood 14. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. You're watching Crestwood Cadet football on Cadet Zone.
When the fire takes over, blood is running, heart is pumping, as the battle gets closer. They can say what they want now, 'cause we'll be screaming out, we can be heroes everywhere we go. We can have all that we ever want, swinging like Ali, knocking out bodies.
This live stream is brought to you by CUSB Bank, with locations in Cresco, Ridgeway, Lime Springs, Osage, Charles City, Waverly, and Shell Rock. We are proud to support Crestwood High School activities, sports, and academics. Go Cadets! Open a CUSB account in person or online at cusb.com. CUSB Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back, Cadet fans, here to Crestwood Stadium, and the kick is off, and Cadets are going to pick it up about 34-yard line, and looks like he's going to not go anywhere, or not get too much, I should say, and ball's going to be down about 34-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cadets. Ethan, the Cadets got to pull up a bag of tricks here and score in a hurry.
Yeah, now's when Coach Chris Sullivan's got to pull one of them plays out, because we need to score, and we need to score in a hurry, because it is a 2-possession game, so we have to get something here. We got to get a score here real early and see what happens after that.
So Crestwood football, ball set at the 33-yard line of the Cadets. Bietekoffer's in the gun. Twins left. Now we set him in motion. Bietekoffer's going to roll to his left. Going to hit Voyna out in the flat. Nice little pass from Bietekoffer to Voyna. Enough for about 7 yards. Going to set up second and about 3.
Yeah, good gain there. Get the sticks moving. Nice little toss there by Bietekoffer to keep things moving here. We'll see if we can keep this going.
So actually it'll be 2nd and 2. Pickup of 8 on the first down there. Clocks are rolling, 4:10 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Bietekoffer in the gun. Twins left. Wing left. Now they're going to hand it off to Powell. Powell's going to try to look for somewhere to go. Not much going. A host of New Hampton Chickasaws surge to the ball carrier and knock him out of bounds.
That's a little bit of knowing just football sense there. You have to just go and take maybe your 1-yard loss, so you're at 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. Now we're 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6-ish. You know, there's a difference between that here. So we'll see if the Cadet offense can keep this drive moving.
Hey, want to get a shout-out to a Crestwood alum, Tom Fies, listening or watching down there in New Hampton. Longtime alumni of Cresco, and great family down there. And want to say hello to Tom and Mary Jo. Now they're going to come back with a dump pass to Zach Meemert, in and out of the hands. And that's going to bring up 4th down. That's not what we wanted, Ethan.
Yeah, that's a nice little pop pass there. All you're looking for there is Meemert to kind of catch the ball, get that first down, and keep the drive moving. But Isaac Howell puts a good little pop on him, and he can't complete the catch. So 4th down.
And a long 6.
And this is a big one, Rhino.
So possibly the game can lie right here on the 4th down and 6 for the Cadets. Ball set at the 37-yard line. 3:20 and counting. New Hampton has 3 timeouts left. The Cadets have 2. Twins right. Bietekoffer in the gun. Reese Powell's back there with him. Now it's going to be a bad snap, and that's not exactly what we wanted. It's going to be a turnover of downs. And great field position at the 35-yard line of the Cadets. 1st and 10, New Hampton.
Yeah, that looked like it was on the center again. Not sure if he missnapped it or what happened, but the ball never got back to Cole. He kind of acted, I don't know if it was on 2 and he kind of did a half snap or what, but ball never got back to Cole. So 4th down, turnover on downs, and second half continues like it has for the Cadets.
So quite the change of events here for the Cadets here from first half to second. And like we said, kind of during the timeout there at 24 unanswered points for New Hampton. It's just everything. They got everything going for them the second half.
Yeah, Cadets caught a lot of breaks in the first half. They played really well, though, was the big thing. You know, they were playing physical. They were the more physical team in the second half. New Hampton's come out and been that team.
Now they're going to hand it off to McShane. McShane's going to rumble up the right side off tackle there for about a pickup about 2 on the play.
Yeah, Caden Simiel does a good job there. Gets down on McShane's legs and stops him. That's how you stop him. You get on the legs, you grab, you wrap up. You don't let him get away from you.
So the clock will keep a rolling. The Cadets have 2 timeouts left here, 2:53 and counting here in the fourth quarter.
The Cadet defense, you can see, stand and wait. New Hampton's going to eat that clock as much as they can here. Probably, Cadets have 2 timeouts left, so Denner's probably got to wait till after this play to start calling them.
I was going to say they'll probably want to burn a timeout after this play here. 2 tight end set, I formation for the Chickasaws. Spelt's under center. Now they're going to hand it off. Now they're going to run quarterback power to the left. And he's just, McShane's been just a wrecking horse here this last
second half, he
last
picked things up.
10, 12 minutes.
He, like I said, he got stronger. You can see in the first half he was starting to get wore down, but in this second half he's come out and he's run tough. I mean, you get guys on his legs, you ain't bringing him down.
So New Hampton scampers for a first down, brings up 1st and 10 from the Crestwood 18. 2:08 and counting, and now the rain is absolutely coming down like cats and dogs.
Yeah, you can see that, the rain hasn't helped, but, the rain really makes anything possible here. Maybe a bad snap, bad pitch, bad handoff, something gets the Cadets the ball back and going the other way.
Nice wrap up there by a host of Cadets. Not much going for McShane. 1:44 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Brings up second down and about 9. Cadets still have 2 timeouts left here, but reluctant not to use that at this point in time here.
Yeah, like I said, McShane's getting tough here, but this rain, it makes it interesting. You never know when a handoff's going to go down, a scoop and score, and you never know. So let's see what the Cadets can do.
So Spelt's under center, McShane in the eye. Now they're going to hand it off on a little backside reverse.
Isaac Howe there with the carry again. He seems to be the other workhorse for him here. He's getting the carries to kind of give McShane just a break every once in a while before they can give another one to him.
Now the Cadets are going to burn a timeout here with 1 minute and 5 seconds left. We're just going to stay around the broadcast here. And, Ethan, it's tale of 2 halves, kind of like we mentioned before. I mean, the first half, the Cadets had everything going offensively, defensively, flowing well to the ball. Just second half, we didn't get those breaks like we did in the first half.
Yeah, didn't get the breaks. Didn't bring that intensity out that we had in the first half. In the first half, we saw that offensive line moving people. We saw Alex Remfer pancake blocking people. We haven't said that much in the second half. New Hampton's come out and they did what they're going to do this year. They're going to give the ball to McShane and they're going to let him work. And they're going to wear you down. And that's kind of what it looked like he did. The Cadet offense couldn't get things moving. Butekoffer, I don't know, he didn't get many carries here. They tried some other things, but, when you're killing yourselves on drives, it's hard, and that's a little bit like, you see Iowa football when you get 3rd and long, or you don't convert 3rd and shorts, it kills drives, and it doesn't allow you to get momentum going.
And definitely the game changer tonight was going to be that pick 6 by Speltz there where he scampered, 32 yards for a touchdown and cut the lead 14-12, and just, sports is a game. It's a game of momentum, and that was just kind of a momentum shifter right there.
Yeah, the Cadet, in the first half, Cadets had everything going for them, and that drive there where that happened, that was a big drive. The Cadets, go down and even just have a long drive and make New Hampton drive the whole field. Who knows what happens? But you throw that pick 6 on it's your bread and butter play. So I mean, it's nothing risky. It happens, but that pick 6 just allowed New Hampton to get the momentum, keep the momentum, and then, let McShane go to work on wearing down this defense. And when you get into a ranked battle like this, big plays are the separators.
And here comes the victory formation for the New Hampton Chickasaws, and being classy as we always are, Coach Denner calls off the horses, and New Hampton 24, Crestwood 14, and folks, it looks like that's going to be the final here as everybody's going to take the field and shake hands. And I'll tell you what, we're just going to take a 2-minute break here as soon as time expires. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll come back for a post-game recap, and we'll be right back here. So you're watching Crestwood Cadet football on Cadet Zone. Welcome back, Cadet fans, to Crestwood Cadet Stadium here, where the New Hampton Chickasaws were victorious on the 2022 homecoming for our Cadets. 24-14 on a game recap here. Started out in the first quarter. Cadets started hot. Cole Budikoff for a 6-yard touchdown run. Halfway through the first quarter, extra point was good by Topher Biak. Made the score 7-0. We entered the second quarter. Cadets stayed hot again, 8 minutes and 7 seconds into the second quarter. 5-yard touchdown pass from Budikoff to Topher Biak. And the extra point was good by Biak, making the score 14-0. And that's where the score remained at halftime, 14-0 in favor of our Cadets. In the third quarter of the second half, it was a tale of two halves for the New Hampton Chickasaws. McShane came out with a 2-yard touchdown run with 5 minutes and 17 seconds left in the third quarter. 2-point conversion was no good. Crestwood was ahead on top of the Chickasaws 14-6. With 37.9 seconds left, McShane rushed for a 50-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion was no good, 18-14. And in the fourth quarter, McShane had an 8-yard touchdown run, 2-point conversion no good, and the final score 24-14. But the big game changer was that pick six, like we mentioned, by Speltz, that 32-yard pick six. That was definitely a game changer.
Yeah, in a battle of two ranked teams here, if you were just a fan tuning in, I think you got yourself a pretty good ball game here today. I don't think you can question how hard each team played. You can see Justin Den here going to address the team. He's going to say heads up. We played well, just missed opportunities a little bit, and you got to keep things going. When you come out with a 14-0 lead, that's when you got to put teams away. You can't let teams play around. A good team like New Hampton, they get themselves back in the game. They make the big play, and like we said, it was a tale of two halves. Once they make that big play, they're able to grind, they're able to run their power, and they're able to wear down that Cadet defense. Now, there's a lot of kids that only play one way for the Cadets, but when you got to tackle a big running back like that all game, it can wear you down a little bit, and I think maybe that's a little bit what we saw. But the Cadets, I think the energy level was there. They played hard. They made New Hampton earn it. They didn't just let them walk away with it.
It was definitely the matchup we wanted with that number 6 versus number 9 matchup that we were talking about prior to the broadcast. And, this is definitely two teams that will probably be meeting down the lineup again here this upcoming season.
Yeah, I don't think this will be the last time we see New Hampton, but we'll see how we finish here in district play. I think we'll be back here next week.
Yeah, we got Garner Hayfield coming to town next week, and Ethan and I will have the broadcast for that one as well on Cadet Zone. And folks, I just want to mention this here. This is a sweet setup, and maybe you got to see it during the halftime show with the pan of the camera and everything. But Cadet Zone is operated here by Crestwood High School, and there's so many so many people that are involved. And with that said, how this all gets supported is by advertisements in businesses around the community or Howard Wynn school systems supporting Cadet Zone, and they have ads that they can run. And if you would like to partake in that or would like to run an ad on our Cadet Zone, please be sure to get a hold of Adam Skoda at the Howard Wynn Schools, Crestwood Schools here, and he can definitely get you hooked up. But if you saw this broadcast booth, it's just absolutely phenomenal, and we can be awful proud of what we have here at Crestwood High School. So once again, if you want to advertise, get a hold of Adam Skoda, and he'd be more than happy to help you out in any way, shape, and form, and get you on the air on Friday nights when we broadcast not only football, basketball, wrestling, baseball, you name it, it's on Cadet Zone. So, folks, once again, unfortunately, the Cadets fell a little short tonight, 24-14 to the New Hampton Chickasaws on our 2022 homecoming. Hard-fought game, but, hey, we can be proud of the Cadets, and we're going to get them rolling next Friday night.
Yeah, we'll get Garner Hayfield here, and we'll see you guys all next week, hopefully for a Cadet victory.
Hey, thanks again for joining the broadcast. We apologize if we didn't get your fan photo of the night. It was overpouring in tonight, and it was just, quite frankly, outstanding. So we'll try to shoot those on the air next Friday night, and we'll continue in the next Friday night, kickoff at 7:30. So once again, happy homecoming from Ethan Kraft and myself, Ryan McCarville. So long. Have a great night. Go Cadets.